they started extremely slow. Their first halves were very poor, but right now they get to start on the map that they chose in the previous series of Nuke on the CT side. So I think that paiN may have given Astralis a bit of a gift here.
Okay, well, looks like it's going to be very early into A. Snow strafing out, trying to draw crosshairs, and, well, 1-2 from NQZ. biguzera's kept it level. It's an important duel for HooXi, and he's not been able to find the head just yet. Now DGT's gone. biguzera thrust into a 1 versus 2. stavn very low HP in that heaven position. HooXi has to play value on his life here. stavn the same, actually relocating, and you can see biguzera cognizant of the fact that main will become a possibility. HooXi's the one to secure it. That's a triple kill, as he shows us he can speak some Portuguese.
I think HooXi was one of the individuals from his team who took their gear back to the hotel. Now, that doesn't mean that the others don't have multiple sets of gear. Maybe they have one at the hotel and one they travel with. But they're in the same position that they played their opening game of the day, Astralis. Right. They're directly across from the caster desk, well, down a level. And HooXi, he rocked up back first. The whole team would be in the same shuttle, but he had his backpack. So I imagine HooXi went back to the hotel and just played deathmatch, right? Yeah. Focusing on the individual side of things. It was stavn and Yabi who let them down in the opening series. Slow starts from them. stavn and Device were doing okay. Device, I was sitting above watching the entire series that they played. He's using a 4x3 res, but within that series, he wasn't having so much a good time. He changed between black bars and stretched multiple times. So you could tell that things were just feeling a little bit funky against Furia. Molodoi having his number in more rounds than not. But right here, I really think Astralis are going to make light work of this series. I understand only 1 round deep. It's not based off of the pistol. It's just based off of the fact that paiN picking Nuke and then giving Astralis the opportunity on Ancient. It's a map as well that paiN have been, at least previously, they were pocket picking it or leaving it in a veto when it was, say, against Imperial, who also didn't play it. And now they've changed their veto and are trying to embrace Ancient. And I think that might go quite poorly for them. Run boost. Oh, I don't even think your feet touched the ground there, did they, Davideus?
Well, I mean, I like that they've taken it slow and they've made a play. They had a plan. It's always good to have one of those. But it hasn't really resulted in too much.
And was very fortunate today to get to do a bit of a podcast with Rifling Royalty. I sat down with the likes of Nico, Rops, and Donk for about an hour and a half chat, and we were talking about some of the changes that have happened, and one of them being the update. If you are getting the T's getting the bomb down, you're winning the round on the CT side of the pistol. The extra cash you get, and that's reflected by more rifles, which we get to see in the second and now going to the third round for the Danes. So there are some people out there feeling quite comfy with these economy changes. Everyone seems happy, so thanks to Valve. As let's get underway with the first rifle round. paiN, what does your opening gambit look like? You could have HooXi and Yabi locking down A, stavn as the outside rifler, Device on the AWP, and then stavn responsible for ramp. He smokes and drops down immediately. So he's going to be playing up through Secret. Now, his teammates haven't reported, hey, they can cross Secret yet, which allows him to push all the way up to the stairs to chip in. Try and slow this down.
Ooh, tip of the head visible on Silo, but actually immediately laser beam Snow down. Secret occupied. Does that throw a wrench in the works?
Definitely so. There's nobody close ramp. They're not ready to snap into action to deal with where the gap was. Devices rotated over there to plug that regardless. And now you've just used your lion's share of utility to get outside control that you're unable to garner. You're working with 2 flashes, a molly, and a 4v5 disadvantage situation. This is trouble.
Yeah, it's already looking really uncomfortable. This is a Counter-Strike puzzle that I don't know if even paiN and biguzera can solve. You've got a man disadvantage. You have lobby.
Your choice is we save the 4 AKs,
or
which means then we get no utility next round unless Snow buys more than he's allowed, and then we have to get Valve or eSick on the phone. So you got to give it a go. Top split. Here we go. In through main. About 30 seconds for this.
Yeah, you flash. stavn's got to be ready and receives. An important trade from Davideus. HooXi, this MP7 has lasted him. Oh my god, he's still got it in his hands. He actually manages to get output. Okay, 2-on-3 with stavn holding that vent drop. 20 seconds. NQZ looking for the finish. Encroaching on that A site. Still occupied. Yabi. Oh, lovely positional rotation. Nade in his hands. That's awkward for NQZ. The round is done. Oh, Counter-Strike, you cruel, cruel mistress.
Yavi there, the fortunate time, and he had absolutely no idea that he was opening that window.
Nope. No.
Walters into the perfect timing and then gets both kills. So beautiful work from him.
Oh, mate, just that second, he's like, okay, well, there's no one here, so I guess I'll just pull out this Molotov. Same could be said for Snow. He pulled it out, immediately gets shot in the face. Same death scenario for two members of paiN, and it's a rather bleak start to your campaign. Your map pick, you don't win the pistol, coming in with the guns, and that one wasn't all too convincing.
Yeah, I think great little reactions caught by NQZ and Yabby there. Yabby with the raise of the eyebrows like, wow, yeah, that was pretty good. And NQZ like, how is this possible? Why is my teammate not scaling? How has he been able to find this perfect gap? So just a little bit unlucky there with Counter-Strike timing, but it is going to be the partial thanks to the loss bonus for paiN. We're going to see them hedge in with a bunch of Tech 9s. There's a HE on DGT, which we all know will be destined for that squeaky door. They've got plenty of smokes to work with as well. So let's see what type of openings. Likely to just get the classic, some variation of a smoke wall. Likely to get the squeaky lurk smoke in play. But is it all a ruse, or is there follow through on Yarn to get these players down towards lower and get this bomb planted? Gonna be a late top pop, so smoke wall is a ruse.
Oh, that's unfortunate. You just lose DGT. He was trying to rat through the smoke, pivoting towards stavn on ramp, and he's got vision. That flash not effective. Good work from Davideus. Gets the AK, but a missed shot from the AWP gives him a second chance with it. Device, he rotates through, doesn't find the frag he was hoping for, and now being asked questions of by Davideus. A little wide swing, another missed shot on the AWP, and pressure is relieved. Third time's the charm for Device, piecing out. Yep, has to get out of there. And dips up towards Heaven. NQZ audible towards those lockers and picked up by stavn.
Okay, well, for a moment, that got a little bit sketchier than it needed to, and that was thanks to biguzera finding Hooksy in the fray and Device missing the shot. When he misses the first, you think, it's all good. And then it starts to get a little bit worrisome, but biguzera in the wrong place.
It just looks like a different video game with this view model. I need to start making, like, I don't know, James Bond soundtrack or something.
I wish that Valve would introduce a command so that we could just force it for the viewers. I think that you have to use HLE or whatever it is to be able to get it locked. But this is the thing. People are like, I want to see it. All right, I want it to seem less abusive to my eyes.
It's just funny. I think the AK is the one that looks like the least egregious. That looks very reminiscent of my pro mod days, actually. It's very familiar to me.
There are advantages to the view model.
Yeah,
it's just ugly. And from a viewer perspective, I'm going to take it from the aesthetics. So
yeah.
What if we started just doing 4x3 Counter-Strike?
Why don't we? Yeah, if you're showing view models, we should be showing resolution, aspect ratio, black bars.
People are like, why don't you do the crosshair? Well, because people watching on their cellular telephone devices probably wouldn't be able to see dot crosshairs. That would be quite difficult.
All these teenagers with their tiny pixel crosshairs. It's not great for a viewing experience. I've actually elected to start using the Granddad crosshair. I've gone full like observer crosshair. I figured I've watched so much Counter-Strike with it. Maybe it would help.
It just feels comfy.
It has. See what we got then. Guns are back out. Will paiN be able to avert this constant suffering they've encountered so far here on first map of this series?
And this is a change of tone. So the CT is just creeping into lobby, have an awful lot of space. It's just down outside, but that means the penny will drop. Lobby will be called completely clear. So you're worried about maybe somebody lobby entrance or on the roof at the absolute most. It's now going to be about Astralis' rotations. You know that you've lost the secret control. Stair is going to rotate back through ramp. Now he has so much timing. Because this push has come through, paiN have no idea. You know it's a pretty standard response if you do lose outside. But it just depends on how many bodies rotate down. And right now it is just Stair. He doesn't have any other support, and he's actually in more of a passive position. There's the telegraph, the fact that the U2 comes through, the confirmation now that there are bodies down towards lower. Still no support coming back to help him. Device on the way. Can set up a strong crossfire with the AWP.
Here comes that sound cue. Double doors opens up. Device distracted. And the headshots come in. It's a double entry from Snow to get them into the bomb site and should be uncontestable.
Maybe a miscommunication there on what was open, because the fact that Device is open to single, taking that angle, Stairs watching for the window jump out, and they've lost Yabi as well, so maybe a few extra casualties being taken right now. How many more can they find? It's HooXi looking to retain the AWP, down with an AK in his hands, and wow, spotted at least one of the two over towards CT.
Did they like perfectly synchronize the double and single doors opening? Do you think that could have led to some miscommunications as well?
Sure, but the setup there, like, Stair is not blocking single.
No, but if single opens, he can very quickly attend to it. He just didn't.
Yeah, but look, if Device is peeking from either side, he is susceptible either way.
Yeah.
So let's just call it a bad setup, shall we?
Yep, that sounds fair. First round on the board, paiN happy with that. Snow, the reason for them entering that site, his first 2 contributions, and we'll get to see him here in the replay. So Device distracted by the double doors, a headshot found in composed fashion, and then picking up Stair, picking up the slack. Job done, mission accomplished, a couple of saved rifles.
All right, well, yeah, just, boys, how does that go? And you had all the info, you got away with the lobby push, and we just have a bit of a tech timeout, one that will get resolved ASAP. Let me just peer through my code and see who has the problem. It looks like it is indeed HooXi.
Oh.
Yeah, well, it's tough to go from grand final to getting grouped in stage 1, but that has to manifest first, doesn't it? One of these two teams will not be seen the next stage of play. We will not see them roll in against the big names that are going to be taking place tomorrow. We saw Trace earlier on in the day with Matt from Tournament Management going over how the seeding is unfolding for the teams who had already qualified at that point in time. Now we are going through the last 2 remaining squads. We've got Thailand versus 3D Max, the Chinese versus the French, and we've got the Danes against the, well, I was going to say Brazilians. It's a Brazilian core, it's the South American flair.
Chile and Uruguay represented.
Now, obviously, we returned to Austin just before the tournament break where they did make that playoff run. And you have to go all the way back to Astana, where Astralis had HooXi as a stand-in at that time, making it to the grand final, having a relatively competitive series against Spirit, but only grabbing 1 map in that best of 5.
Yeah, it's been impressive to see HooXi after that period of absence, his hiatus from competing, coming back into the ranks of Astralis, and hasn't really skipped much of a beat.
He's looking much better individually.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think he's been avoiding the deathmatch. If anything, quite the opposite. Similar game plan, lobby crunchy, escorting that AWP towards. DGT is trapped right now. And doesn't matter. He's going to take the head off the anchor. Jabby comes in with 2. Nice flank from Stair. They collapse into lobby backstab. Very effective.
Imagine that's the result they were looking for in the last round.
Oh, that's tasty.
When the bodies are present, they get the job done. The Danes 5-1 now, 4-round lead, and back down to Squalor are paiN. Now, they will be able to buy again themselves. I can see an NQZ AWP already equipped. But that one was read like a book.
I mean, you don't see this backstab from Stair. You don't see Trophy getting that timing on the hurt push very often. The fact he's coming round that corner, he gets 2 lined up, not looking, and not covered. Awkward for paiN. If they lose another, this T side is starting to spiral.
In some of the matches that we were covering, especially NIP yesterday, starting both maps 7-2 down, and then having dominant score lines to round out the series.
Yeah, I have to be very careful when we talk about, like, oh, this team has completely lost control, this team's going to dominate, because you really cannot count your chickens in Counter-Strike 2.
Yeah, it's like a half that looks like it's going one way ends up being 7-5. And you're like, oh, they get the pistol.
And then they won the pistol.
They're actually in the lead.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like it's quite a recurring theme these days where we sit there and go, it was 7-2, and now it's 13-11.
Wow, that was close.
It was.
I just think the margin for error is smaller, isn't it?
I just anti-flashed IRL accidentally.
It's true. I did see Alex look away from the screen.
I just looked away from the screen. What am I doing?
Ah, my eyes.
My eyes. My eyes. Okay, well, they've got ramp.
They do.
Nice. That's good.
At the cost of Davidius.
Okay, Stairs faffing with the doors. He gets the angle he was hoping for and makes himself, tries to.
He wants a little hole. There it is.
That was something to work with, some real ratty, rascal angles you can work with around those broken doors. Snow's going looking. And is he going to get across undetected? Device gets the spot, doesn't hit the shot.
All right, well, no pressure now from 2 angles.
Yeah. Getting walked on. A free frag. biguzera manages it masterfully. And now flooding into the site with the bomb on the back of the sniper. NQZ getting it down. HooXi sticking around to try and catch that late arrival of Snow. Device has communicated Snow's arrival. And NQZ picking off stavn. Just as that bomb goes down, he tried to disrupt. Device on the flank. This is all happening at the same time. Now Snow position noted, getting closed in on. biguzera going to double swing it. HooXi's completely booked, but there's Device. But now, I think the conversation shifts. You would have said save, you probably still are.
It's just too tunnel vision from Astralis, isn't it? Like, stavn not aware the jump through the window was a possibility, just gets blindsided there. HooXi trying to buy time for Device, but Device doesn't want to give a sound cue because then he'll be at disadvantage of that duel. But by him taking too long, then HooXi gets blindsided. So Snow has had some really good impact in the 2 rounds that they've been able to pick up. Now, there I understand he didn't get a kill, but it was the space. The fact that he was just such a juicy morsel for Astralis to try and take down bought a lot of time.
Yeah, the fact that Device missed that shot led to them taking too long on the approach back in.
That was the one that made it feel way too difficult, wasn't it? Yeah. So I think it's just taking a little bit too long to get going there for Astralis. There's a 3-round gap now. Can paiN get consecutive rounds now on this T side?
Yeah, that's the big question. Oh my goodness, Yabi is feeling himself straight ahead of the smoke and a big blindside, 1 tap to the side of the head. NQZ taken out of the round, eliminated just by the pure bravery and confidence of Yabi. The proactive aggress puts paiN down in the doldrums of a 4v5 disadvantage. Uncomfortable, difficult to overcome.
And again, we return to the conversation about the lack of utility to now try and finish the round. Right, so it's great if you go 1 for 1 and you get some space, but now you just need to waltz in yard. And Device has actually missed a couple. He's only got this tiny line to work with.
I mean, listen, I know he's counting at least. He's spotted at least 2 crossing. That'll be relayed to the squad.
Yeah, but the information they've had it before.
True, Mr. Virtual.
They do have a smoke to work with, at least to block on HooXi.
You could get a very juicy HE if you time it right.
He's going to use that towards door, so I guess he's spotted 3. They're missing the 4th. But this crossfire should be pretty strong. Nade, well timed. Huge nade.
Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. Oh, they were ready for you. paiN, this is not a surprise. Device counting pixels on the cross. Perfect. Well handled by Astralis.
And some swagger there from Yabi, right? The fact that he's gone for that aggressive maneuver straight through the smoke, finds a gap, puts a smile on HooXi's face, and forces Rix, coach of paiN, to take the 2nd tactical timeout. And this is happening pretty damn quick. It's quiet in the LAN hall now with only 4 teams remaining for 2 spots, but he even took his time. Lined it up, a 1-tap, gets away, and NQZ can't quite believe it.
So presumably, NQZ's operating under the expectation that someone's holding Squeaky.
Or that no CT would be crazy enough to push straight through a door smoke at the start of the round.
Which I can't almost fault him for. It's kind of logically driven.
Yeah, right?
Because typically there would be someone ready to spam you, shoot you in the head as soon as you emerge from that smoke. He was so quick about it though. Yeah, wow. I mean, that's something you're not going to be doing all too often, but you sprinkle it in.
And it works for a magic moment.
Wow. 6-2. Okay, paiN, look what you're working with now. It's compromised, a half investment.
There's a lot of smokes at least.
Yeah, and there they go, into the sky. Trying to sow those seeds of doubt for the CTs.
Yeah,
looks like they're missing one. There it is.
All right, well, on the time delay, they're going to par through them to secret because the bomb's on big, but the bomb's on biguzera, Alex, and he's in T spawn.
Okay.
So they're going to try and wrap heaven and hell. That looks like a locker smoke he has lined up.
I think Device is quite confident nothing crossed.
Yeah, they're going to wrap heaven and hell. That's a very deep main smoke.
Whoa, catches a glimpse, crossing credit. Snow held by Stare.
Nade might do it.
Yeah, very well could. It's on the spread, forced wide. Stare finishes off the job, forces Snow into the open. Yabi's done very well, removing Davideus. It's the NQZ AK that was the biggest investment, and now it shows itself. biguzera sneaking towards heaven. That is a valid position, valid threat to the CT side. And so they'll let him work. Ooh. Has to be very quick to the head here if he makes a sound cue on the drop.
If it was anything other than a Glock, I'd be like, oh yeah, okay. There's a chance. But it's not even a P250, so he's going to slink down the ladder. If it's the knife, Alex.
Actually, yeah.
Give him the knife.
Yeah. Okay, or an AK. An AK with NQZ in a 2v3 with 14 seconds. You're not going to plant. Are you going to try? Looks like you are. NQZ and tries to make it costly. Double kill for him. biguzera getting something out of his position, even if it was a Glock. But Astralis, they're laughing. 7-2 at this stage in the game.
Okay. Well, how many more can they grab on this CT side? Now, touched upon, they did lose their opening series of the day that was against Fury, and it was for qualification into the next round. Now, they get this second chance, and both best of threes in the same day for both teams. So, at least it's fair in that regard. But Astralis, they started their maps earlier in the day, very slow, and then came back with a vengeance, but it was too little, too late. Right now, it's a strong start. CT side Nuke. Oh, that's harass. And this is too.
He's set for success on the angle.
Oh.
Missed.
I said he's been changing resolution a couple of times. I might have to go have a look, Alex, if he's on the black bars or the stretched right now. But either way, it ain't working.
Yeah, it isn't feeling fantastic. It's just not like that flow state just yet. He's a little janky.
He's late to the party and everything. Like, okay, down the vent just highlighted there. That is big.
Yeah.
They can get across secret. That means the only way down towards B to block is going to be from ramp for Astralis.
Look at this pathing. They're going to try and ask questions close to the smoke. stavn actually has
work
vision.
With.
Oh, this is a lot of opportunity for stavn. Okay, info and a frag. Gets away with it onto Snow. Quick pivot down the vent.
Free kill.
Just like that, biguzera reveals his position, but now DGT pays the ultimate price. Caught with his back turn. biguzera wasn't ready for Yabi. Still up on the site. NQZ, knife out as he runs into Stair. Oh, they're just disconnected, discombobulated. Stair holding for the advance of Davideus. Jump spot as well from Single. Couldn't be better. Retrieving that info safely on the jump spot. Walking on in, playing a wicked game with these sound cues as well. Yabi now confirms his presence. They double up and take it. 8 for Astralis. Despite some awkward exchanges for Device, he's still laughing. You're up 8-2. Your teammates are putting in a good shift, and the kill spread, it's pretty damn good.
Yeah, and the fact that this is here it is from, okay, so we can see he is on stretched. Thank you very much, referee. I'm in production.
Oh my God, we're doing a full CSI investigation.
Oh. Okay, all right.
That was cool.
Multiple camera angles there. You like the way that one looks.
Respect.
But just to talk about how dire this does feel for paiN, the fact that the coach has called the third of 3 tactical timeouts means that he really wants at least 3, hopefully 4 rounds going into the halftime break. They are able to partial. The fact the bomb doesn't get planted there keeps them away from the full buy. But you've had very limited rounds that have worked. One, you've gotten down secret. Snow's gotten you 2 entries. The other, you've been able to snatch one away just because Astralis have got caught sleeping a little so. And remember, this is their map choice. Ancient up next. Tech9's, Khalil, plenty of damn utility to work with. So paiN, they are going to give this one a fair shake. Clears outside, nobody's spotted. Doesn't mean no one's home, but no tells just yet. Battening down the hatches towards top. The fight is on the way. It's Hooksy and Yabi.
Yabi has got the perfect angle to deal with this explosion. However, that molly could make life very difficult for him if they time this right. He's going to be forced to relocate. It doesn't spread on top. He's got the vision. Awkward. Yabi gets his open up. Device swaps out to his P2. Comfortable handle of business. It was too easy.
He's having a good old laugh there, Yabi. Something was hilarious to old Yabi.
I swear I've seen that backside molly. Like,
what's he having a giggle about?
I'm curious. Oh, I swear I've seen the backside molly that like dribbles off of the top of the silos. This one, not the one. Yabi didn't have his safe haven, but what's
he having a laugh about? He was already laughing. He was laughing mid-action. He's just having a good old time.
Never seen so much joy on Yabby's face. Uh-oh.
Don't miss.
Oh, yeah, he's not going to miss this one. He's not going to miss this one. He's going to miss.
Better with the pistols, ain't he?
Yeah, that was a good shot. That was very nice.
We're all having a bit of a giggle.
This is actually the most competitive chance we've seen from paiN in a while. A 3-on-3, you've lost lobby. Oh, have you lost the bomb as well? Yeah, you have. I'm not so sure about what I've just said, actually. Despite it being a competitive field, 3-on-3, final round, you'll give it everything you've got. You've even got some util, but this bomb retrieval mission, it's a kind of role reversal.
They're quickly, though, aren't they?
I suppose.
Uxi's somewhat aware that it's a possibility.
Look at his full belt. Okay, he's actually going to use the smoke to block spawn side, pick up another. Oh, he's...
Yeah, but now they'll be closer.
He is in trouble. He is in trouble. He is in a lot of trouble. They're going to pull that. Yep. Oh, he's got very lucky with that one. AD gets the head anyway. Bomb scooped up. 40 seconds to work. stavn and Yabby miles away from the potential of a B plant.
It feels like NQZ has to go main to A, so Davadeus is forced into going up heaven. Oh. Well,
Birchall.
It's info. Another vent.
Now he's hearing main. Then you molly Hut doesn't
spread.
Okay, bomb's going to be going down. Yabby walks through the smoke. Nice shots. Good work. Okay, paiN recover. Starts with aggression, ends with paiN. 3-9. Astralis comfortable on paiN's pick.
They look like they can go on forever. And it's only the first map.
My brain feels like scrambled eggs after that marathon. Seriously, how do you recover from this?
I don't know, man. Looks like a long run. We need a quick reset.
Hey, cheer up, boys. It's only a best of 5. Refuel yourself.
Oh, that was so saucy.
So creamy.
You were talking about the clutch, right?
Yeah. You?
Yeah, I guess.
The final day of the first stage, IEM Cologne 2025. Astralis and paiN duking it out for one of the final few spots. It's all going down, an intense affair starting on Nuke. Astralis quite happy to see paiN picking a map strongly suited to the Danes. In fact, boasting 9 coming into our second half of play. Is the T side paiN recovering with the third and the final round of that first half? But distinct advantage lies with Astralis still.
And if Astralis get this pistol, I think they'll just be running us into map number 2. The odds at the top of the screen reflecting that thought. TGT ramp, biguzera supporting Davideus and Snow on A, and NQZ outside. Yabi's going to be the late piece, and now they come.
A CT flashbang. There was ideas there. TGT had a couple of opportunities to put one down. He's gone away with his life, turns tail, 3 HP. Baits them into a little bit of a trade from Snow's dual Berettas. But they're flooding all over the site. Yeah, back to
run straight in.
Oh, nice shot device. Long range. That Glock finds lethality.
They just wanted some real estate, didn't they? Now Yabi gets to play with NQZ.
Huxi asked questions of, and he handles it very comfortably.
I like the confidence, and now they can just try and chase this one down. They don't have to, but they can try and isolate biguzera's finish, as they might want to consider trying to save. biguzera would have the dual Berettas, that's it, but NQZ, the Kevlar would be nice, and might even get away with it. So a kill, extra bit of cash for everybody. That should be able to help out the force in the next. And yeah, biguzera hold on the dualies, that's okay. Not the best weapon for the job, but better than a USP, I'll say that much, as NQZ trying to get out of there. It was good little trade there from Snow. He takes down Stair, and I think if people have seen some of Stair's pistol clutches for Astralis lately, this guy tends to have an awful lot of impact. If you get a chance to take him down, that sets you up, but a little too late.
Yeah, nice long-range dual Berettas.
That's the bit that I really struggle with, the range on them. But, Snow just tapping it in.
That's crazy that since that double kill entry we saw,
yeah, that was his first
from
kill
Snow.
since then. Wow,
that's his first kill since then.
Very much so, okay.
Just, I mean, kept humble, kept quiet. All of paiN bar NQZ have been struggling just to have some output.
A little bit unfortunate as well that, well, maybe not unfortunate. They have so few rounds, so NQZ ended up holding onto the Kevlar, but for what? He's upgraded himself into a 5.7, but all in all, it is essentially still just this eco with these extremely light upgrades. So Astralis have focused heavily on rifles.
I could see certainly a world where that would work if you round that corner willy-nilly.
But this is great from Astralis. So they get outside, there's no resistance, there's no scout. Okay, because we haven't had to worry about that, let's now constrict heaven and hell, take a bit more real estate, continue to get some strong positions for our rifles to use at range.
Ooh. Those dual Berettas you discussed have been positioned in a rather unorthodox position.
Oh, yeah, go undercleared, actually.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if stavn... Oh, my... Oh,
okay.
Wow.
He switched on.
He is, isn't he?
Good on him.
Some diligent clearing.
Good on you, Stephen. Bobby's going over there.
Stephen
and Bobby.
Yeah, okay, that's solid.
On different teams.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I like that. Steve-O. He's going to discover their trap. Here it comes. Oh, he's even jiggled it. He's even confirmed the stack safely. stavn just doing everything right in round 14.
Well, as we're going to have a bit of a nothing moment coming forward, let's just remind everybody that we do have Tyloo taking on 3D Max right now for the second and I guess last, because this one, if it continues in this rapid pace, it'll be over first. Position within stage 2. Inferno, Ancient, and Nuke are the 3 maps that will be played within that series. I won't give you a score update. You guys can go check that one out yourself. But Tyloo just off the back of Fisher lifting the trophy for Chinese Counter-Strike.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's going to be a more intense affair, just given the form of the two teams right now.
Ooh. All right, well, sound cues have been noted for NQZ. He's the last man standing. Yabi spots him.
He is having too much fun.
Well, just the fact that they're in this flow state, you can tell with the way that they're moving, and it looks like he's jumping around on a jungle gym, but...
He's just jumped off the building! I told you he's having too much fun!
Someone, can I have a Galil, please?
Sorry, guys. Hey, can you drop me?
I'd like a Galil, please. Device has hooked him up. All right, well, the financial decision from paiN made sense. We'll take the eco so we can then buy out the rifle.
Goodbye,
Goes off.
cruel
Goes off.
world.
Oh. Oopsie daisies. Well, everybody's smiling. biguzera looking across.
Okay, we got
Give it a glance.
We got some biguzera aggressions from the CT side. Starts forward. QC in support. Should have stairs walk here. Nice far. Oh, he can't catch a break. Spotted him first, started shooting first, had the better gun and lost.
Yeah, that's tough. It wasn't even the AK that got him.
Powerful angle from DGT.
I think it just shows that paiN had nowhere to go in the veto if they're picking Nuke, or maybe confirmation bias from their big victory. Hello. Goodbye.
Ironically, quite a small victory. There you go.
Ooh, okay, NQZ still kicking up a fuss.
Yeah, not bad.
And Stair is low.
It's the most pressure we've seen Astralis under in some time. Bomb will be scooped up by Yabi.
Does this
Loudly pathing back towards the lobby. NQZ relays the information. That's a very valuable piece of intel to inform the rotations, but if Davideus thinks he can go up the vents...
Well, he has to either go into secret. Oh, the gap's just opened.
Did.
If Stair gets around to heaven, might be a chance for this. Yabi just has to live.
Easier said than done with NQZ encroaching. Still holding for it. Oh, NQZ, great awareness and Stair. He surely hasn't got a 1v3 in him. With 18 points of health, up against 2 remaining on paiN, and the smoke diffuse is just going to trap. It's just going to be the end of the round. Okay.
Right.
paiN will take it.
Oh, that was kind of him. Thank you very much for the round, Stair. Didn't want to risk giving away the rifle. He's going to drop that to Device. We'll give Device an AK, so they will be able to get the full buy coming through. No worries about that. It's only the 4th round, though, for paiN. So this is going to be a long way back in. Nice shot from Device. But NQZ finding great impact with the smoke spam onto stavn, essentially changing the round, and that ramp Gallivant removed. First smoke thrown. Is this telling of 2 and 3 coming as quick? NQZ's across. I spotted now.
Yep. Oh, and he actually throws some damage down range. Doesn't find the finish. Nade will. Stair goes down to the nade of biguzera. Going looking for trouble was Yabi in that hot position. Davideus deals with him. So already a disadvantage. An audible vent drop heard by Device. 2 yard side. Or I should say all 3, really. Hooksy with the bomb on his back as well, just behind. Ooh.
Oh, biguzera did a lot of talking there. So what info's flowing?
Oh. Yeah, Device is hidden.
If he just chills, he's got 2, but he doesn't know that. Oh, what a tough angle to deal with. They had him booked. Well done, DGT. Well, this looks like another round, 2v4. Hooksy on the jiggle. stavn will now join him, but they have to progress, and as they walk on in, Snow will get the information on the jump spot. Very, very safe way to get info without going down. This is such a hard shot to hit if you are Astralis.
I'm not sure I've seen it hit.
I don't think, well, I was going to say I don't think it's possible. I think imagine.
Certainly asking an awful lot. And Hooksy at least manages to find the trade onto stavn and get the bomb down for Astralis.
That's nice.
Extra cash will be nice. A clutch, obviously, certainly not impossible. Hooksy tags him up, takes the heads. Body bag zipped up, just one. Oh, that is ridiculous. That's supposed to be impossible, but not for Hooksy. Not today. paiN indeed.
Now, this guy has been in the lab working on his individual ability. Hooksy. This is Hooksy, right? This is the guy that everyone's talking about. Remember once upon a time in the G2 roster? Yeah, I don't need to get kills. I have the teammates too. Well, right now, he's taken to the server and just absolutely delivered a masterclass with beautiful shooting.
Oh, it's just glorious.
Oh, take a bow, Rasmus. That was a sick round.
Popping out his forearm. Just pumped. Sick. That was sick. That little tap as well. Oh, that's woken me up. Holy craziness.
I was having a bit of a conversation with some people before about this, because when he was on G2, Dane's are great at English, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But and he's definitely put more focus on his individual ability. But there's no lag anymore with the language whatsoever, right? He gets to speak in his native tongue. And that means, I guess, he gets to even keep a bit more focus on the crosser. And when you're in a clutch, you're not doing any talking. You're doing a lot of shooting. That was beautiful.
Full focus on the crosser.
Beautiful.
I mean, he is at the top of the table with Astralis trying to pick themselves up that spot in the second stage of this competition. And he's just taken a huge leap in that direction, just as paiN were trying to get the second half started. HooXi turns it on. Doors open, glass broken, and suddenly the pressure amplified for these defenders, clutching onto their FAMAS sweaty palms. They go shut down just like that. B-side lost, and Nuke to follow. Look at this rotation. They're going to have to walk past Yabi. They know they can't go vents. He's holding for it. MP9 at this kind of range is just perfect. Taps, headshots provided, and the map will follow. paiN picking Nuke and acquiring just a meager 4 rounds. Astralis making a statement to start off this best of 3.
And Davideus, he knows which way this one is going. It's going to Ancient, a map that this team has only played 3 times with this roster and yet to get a win, let alone double digits. Astralis, that was light work, that was quick work. And we're going to take a quick break before we get to the desk and get into map number 2.
Just to shake off that first map would benefit them. Whether or not they get that and remains to be seen.
Yeah, without a doubt. And for them to pick up their first Ancient win with this roster. So the fact that you've changed your vetoes might come back to bite you in the ass. Now,
I haven't seen this 4 CTs mid before.
They missed up their run boost. They were trying to run boost heaven.
Okay, well, now they've already got a lot of pressure onto B. NQZ, the sole holder, and already a headshot hit. That's a nice usage of the Molotov as well. Completely confounds the paiN side, limits their contributions. biguzera perhaps going to be unnoted and have a bit of a timing window if he's not held. Long Molotov thrown and starting to scale. NQZ forced away from the angle. Wow, it's a very diligent pistol, isn't it, from Astralis? You can see everything accounted for. Still a 5v5 as we get started. There's the first. NQZ draws blood. Put down by Stet. DGT in response. Looks like a great one from DGT and David. The double Ds fragging up a Storm Stavn, dancing around that pillar. 2v3 goes 1v3. His device got it in him. A little pre-fire towards biguzera, advancing on towards that bomb, and a quick headshot from DGT. That's that strong start. DGT, a big part of that as well. 2 important kills with the pistol.
Really felt like Astralis should have done better there. But I think they don't get the real estate they were looking for. You can see the stages of that, the smoke cave, and then they're able to take that, I guess, first waypoint, then the second part of the execute with the next smoke and molly. They get in, they get the bomb down, and this will inform a very tidy-looking 4-spy.
4.
Now, this is a map where HooXi could just like pattern call. It doesn't have to be very default heavy, but he's going to need to stick the landing early on, you know, like an A rush or a mid pop. And right now, we're getting one of the 2. So elbow smoke does land, and they've also dropped U2 over towards B. They did the extinguished lane smoke from spawn. They did the cave smoke as well. You can see this on the radar, colored in yellowy orange, as they do set up the A execute. NQZ Temple, Davideus to help from Donut. Here they come.
Well, that's a very, very good flash, but no one's cleared him! No one saw him! NQZ just sat with a white screen. 2 flashbangs and no one spotted him. Vision restored, double kill in round 1. That's an oopsie. It's an unforced error and it's costly. Not a single casualty. Smiles grow, paiN, confidence blooms. And a 3rd round seeming guaranteed.
And I don't speak Portuguese. I think it was just reaffirming it was a full buy.
Yeah.
But the key in that situation, maybe people don't understand why he goes overlooked. So they've done the deep donut smoke. The idea here is to scale fast, constrict donut, and it doesn't mean you shouldn't be clearing your corners. I just don't think they're expecting a player to be sitting in the open like that. So a great start. You wanted a strong start. That's exactly what paiN are offering up right now. And there's another.
Yeah, it gets better for them. Even better. Davideus removing Stair early doors, and those Deagles get nothing done. stavn the exception to the rule. His Deagle removing biguzera, ensuring it's not the perfect clean sheet, but it does seem like it's essentially going to be 4 alive here unless DGT is finished off. He's safe on B. And HooXi quite the opposite, just going to be picking up that bomber outside of A.
Yeah, these tend to be the more the helpless rounds. Everyone going to Deagle, go search, hopefully find a kill, but not getting anything really as HooXi forced away. Will be gone in a moment's time. Don't you worry about that. We will not see another crazy 1v4. This one.
We're not cursing it. I'm just impressed by his individual prowess right now. He's been hitting some bangers. That clutch on Nuke, I watched it back. It's just precision aiming.
That's what happens. He goes outside. He talks to a duck called Kevin.
Oh, yeah.
Hits the gym. Plays deathmatch.
That's it. That's all you need.
I like Jason's framing. Before HooXi and after HooXi.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, Alex, there is a way that he gets into the B bomb site and plants the bomb.
You're right. There actually is a safe path. Oh.
Well, he's not to know.
He doesn't know
He
that.
doesn't have X-ray.
He can't see through the walls. He is not far off. Whistles one past the head of Snow. But that's the 3-0. Here we go. Strong start obtained. Especially if you win the first gun.
Now, this is what I'm going to be the most interested to see. Do we just see the standard, red smoke? Do we get the cave smoke in there? We get the extinguish, the heaven molly, and then they just try and play the default? I think that's one way that you could definitely deal with paiN, because this is a team that doesn't have a lot of official reps on this map, so you might be able to stress them early. But the fact that they're going to start 4B out the gates without a red smoke deployed, this speaks of something different from the Danes.
Yeah, okay. Early extinguish. HooXi on the warpath into the Yorp, and no trade available. NQZ, a quick removal of Astralis' captain.
They're going to blow that open and go through. It looked like they were considering the potential breach, but their smoke to contain cave stage 2 will fade about the same time as the CTs. So sector is clear, but you don't want to round the corner into an AWP and give away another freebie. Rejigging the setup are paiN. NQZ stuck on the site. Does have support from long. biguzera back to deal with mid. So even though they have the man advantage, they don't have the pieces in the right places just yet.
Oh, perfectly timed incendiary, nice and deep as well. Ensures they can't commit behind the util they've just thrown out, but 20 seconds with those smokes up. So, oh, he goes looking. What a great shot. Straight down the ramp, stair removed. Dips away. NQZ finally overcome, but that's enough. Baits them into Snow. Backs were turned and a double provided. Gabby left alone on the site. He's trying his hardest to try and remove biguzera. He can't even get the first. Solid hold. Snow contributes heavily. It's NQZ, though, that really sets the tone in that round.
Now, if we return to the major, there was some conversation on the desk. Obviously, the teams and the caliber they were beating. Regardless, the history books will read that they made it to the playoffs on for major. Yeah. This is also what the history books will read. NQZ was great with the AWP. He was finding a lot of opening kills, and that's exactly what we just saw within that round. So if he can keep up that level of performance, we could get a very strong CT half out of paiN. Back to a half buy. I think next gun round we do just get an Astralis default.
Yeah, I think you're right.
You'd be too far down the rabbit hole if you want to keep going direct. You do have some mid space. Oh, nade a little bit shy of the mark. Could have found great damage, but the spam will. Stair kept very honest. It's all 5 congregating in middle right now.
Oh, he's played that fantastically. Get the USB kill as well, why not? Trying to flash push through the smoke. Flips himself around and he can't finish it. That's unfair. He was 19 damage short of the ace. Davideus handles that one with class.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not even just a full eco, right? There's investments there. Sure, they're running through a smoke, but you still got to hit those shots. So well done from Davideus. Doesn't join the list. There's only been 4 aces so far at stage 1 of IEM Cologne. 1 for Elige, DGT, Nerds, and Tania. Elige, Nerds, and Tania all in stage 2. So does that mean if DGT gets his boys through. All 4 players who got an ace within stage 1.
It's all connecting.
Makes
Who
sense, doesn't
is
it?
Pepe Sylvia?
Where on earth is Carmen Sandiego?
Yeah, good shooting. Makes that 20 magazine capacity look like plenty.
Okay, so they do take a tactical timeout. They have the conversation. They just want to set the record straight. Device out with the AWP, and there's more of the standard start. Red smoke in the air, but so is an elbow and instant doors. So both teams showing you the regular openings of Ancient. Pushing.
Very aggressive. Oh, it has worked out for Snow. He had a full white screen. Oh, that's audible. Davideus again with these turns. This time HooXi quicker on the draw. Gets the first. DGT puts him down. It's DGT solely responsible for the A side of the map, so tugs back into Donut as Staring Device with a partnership in middle, just holding for mid.
It's all about this Yabby lurk. He's in so deep, and there's nobody who's going to be able to come back to address this. They have to know it's a possibility. NQZ so far forward, so if they do rotate through middle, jump up, they'll have to get past the AWP, and that'll be no easy task. So Yabby, how far do you go? You're already in the back lines. They're going to drop a red smoke. That's going to keep them guessing.
Oh, that's the reaction they were hoping for, but now do they pivot into NQZ's AWP or get past DGT? He's got the angle on that jump up. Device aware of the possibility, and now a conversation about the finish. Device seems convinced A will be open.
They got him boxed in. No way out for NQZ.
He's completely trapped. Wow. I mean, that was very well solved by Astralis. A 3v3 that Yabby and his positioning into B, active lurking into the site, finds the answers they needed.
Now, in reflection, you could tell that it was going to be a different type of lane fight coming in from paiN because of where the incendiaries landed. One went out to pocket, the other one was deeper as opposed to stopping the scaling up towards heaven. So they wanted to pipe down the lane and try and take them down in the back, which is what they achieved. Spam through, found, Stat will find the final frag of the round, and the first now for Astralis. So that's a great little start, but they need a whole lot more on this T side if they want to get the job done in 2, avoid going the distance. There is going to be extra cash to splash into the next round for the likes of DGT and NQZ. So if they save a couple of guns, paiN Gaming get to continue to be a bit of a threat. See if Astralis can wipe the board. That might be getting a bit ahead of myself. They have to win the round first. So this is more of a standard approach, right? You see the extinguish down through. Needed back for now.
Yeah, they're asking questions of DGT. Chaining flashes, audible steps. Making no secret they're out mid. Snow going to be trying to contribute, jump spotting, trying to get some sort of numbers safely, but safely. I'm not so sure how safe you can be if the AWP is actually closing the gap on you.
Okay. He's ahead.
Oh!
Yes.
Whoa, that's a nasty way to go. Forced into that.
It's an invitation to take red as well. So now the AWP will be posted up to deal with rotations, but there's follow through.
Okay, so Bigu confirms.
Jiggle again.
Bodies, yeah, do you want to try again? There is an AWPer in red. And he is just going to test the reaction speed of Device.
Oh, no.
To commit through the smoker spam. It connects. Now wrapping into the B side. biguzera, NQZ. Not much time to work out their approach, and immediately headshots are found. NQZ alone on the site. Great support from Davideus. He takes down the bomb carrier, and it all falls to Yabby. Davideus saving the boys of paiN Gaming here. Doubling up, NQZ, lovely relocation, a flashbang to try and retrieve, take the fight, take the bomb. Held by the AWP, has to be a wide swing, NQZ hits it. Wow. NQZ and Davideus turn that round on its head after a nasty turn of events for Snow.
Is that spam kill through the smoke? Was there a gap? Was it just completely through? Either way, that's what leveled the playing field. And then once bottlenecked, that became trouble. It's going to be the second tactical timeout. And if you missed Nuke, well, it was a quick game. There was 3 tactical timeouts taken in the first half of play by paiN. That's how much pressure they felt they were under. And Rugup potentially the same. He's not having a lot to say, but can understand when you have an individual like HooXi, just give them the opportunity to talk, to work out what comes next. You've got 4.7 on HooXi, you've got 6.2 on Device, 5.2 on stavn. So you definitely could buy. Yabi and Stair will be lighter, but you're going to have predominantly rifles in this equation.
Really good team play from paiN, just reacting to the info as it flows.
Device chipped in with an AWP, but then went back into the AK. So we saw this earlier. 4 towards B, 1 towards elbow, and they sprung into action towards the B side. They're going to try it again. Oh, they're reading it. Davideus is also cheating over there. They'll have 4 towards B.
Yeah, perhaps well researched. And Device goes down through the boards.
Another NQZ opener.
That is a lovely one. Solid. TGT contributes. Device, a rough start to Ancient.
This is how their opening series of the day went, Alex. It was them getting battered and bruised and barely putting any rounds together in the first half, and then having to have these clawbacks on their CT sides in the second.
Yeah. Just how deep of a hole can you climb out of? 7-1 imminent unless they can turn this one on its head. Long smoke, short smoke from stavn.
Openings are going great right now for paiN. 3-0 for NQZ and Davideus. Actually, excuse me, it was DGT who got the one in that round, so never mind, I detract.
DGT on that box, been jiggled out. Yabi gets the idea, but can't find the headshot. Puts it all onto Hooksy, a 1v3.
Never say never.
No, Davideus is going to try and spam him off the bomb. He gets it down, but low HP. Never say never, but this one asking way too much of him. Extra cash to splash by virtue of the plant, but a 7th already for paiN. DGT 3, first one just spamming straight through the boards onto Device on that lane. Came all too easy.
So only 2 opening kills so far, 1 for stavn, 1 for Stair on this T side. That is going to have to change. There's bigger problems for Astralis. The bomb going down again does result in another buy. There's nobody on Astralis who yet to get a multi-kill on this T side either. Well, they've used 3 smokes early to get the space. Gives them 2 for the finisher. As that nade doesn't matter because the spam is great. And there's another round that opens with the wallbang. Getting made mincemeat of right now. This is paiN in fine form. Really felt flat. I thought they might have been out of gas after this series against Big earlier in the day just to put them in this position. But right now, they're looking very good on Ancient, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. Nothing's been going right for Astralis on the second half of the series. Oh, and not another one.
Stop spamming, huh? Doesn't appear to be working.
Yeah, take it easy. Device put down to just 20 points of health.
And a replenish on top ramp of a smoke, so that's going to get them until about the 20-second mark. You're going to have to run through.
Smoke break and go, that's the plan. Opens up the sight line, biguzera just mows them down. Here's stavn. Partners up with Yabi, trying to extend play with the bomb plant. DGT about to try and ask questions of Yabi. No spread, he gets a chance to live on. Smokes won't last forever. That's the fade, that's the fight. DGT wins it. stavn, however,
he's the ace.
For the ace clutch. Last 2, audible. Knows what's up. Avoids the flash, anticipates the swing and nails it. An ace available, but denied by NQZ. Not today. Solid effort. Takes him up to double digits, but Astralis still just the 1.
All right, and the bomb goes down again, which puts them in buy territory again. But let's try starting around without giving away an opening kill. That was a 2v5 situation. That was their first multi-kill round. Not a lot to get excited about if you're an Astralis fan right now. We have Inferno, the third, in deciding if we need to get there, and unless it's an 8-4 half, I think we'll need to get there.
Bigu Takes his duel comfortably. That's just body shots. Hooksy, messy on the spray. That's a response, a necessary one from stavn. Takes that first stage at Cave. Davideus and DGT are considering mantling up for this, and Device, he's still clearing corners there.
Oh!
A fumble info. A lot of info for Device to work with.
Okay, well, they're going to try and run this down.
Okay, Stair with the necessary one onto Davideus. Still feels really tough given their health.
And you know it's the AWP of NQZ in the mix, so if you're lazy around any of these corners, if you line up, you could be lying in wait. Snow's given them the sight. Or at least he had. A glance now. Smoke drops.
Oof. Tempted to spam, and he heard that leaping footstep, attempts the spam and does not connect. So bomb down and ticking in Astralis' favor.
NQZ is heading over.
He's investigating.
So they... Oof. I'm going to give it a look. Noisy now, Snow.
Device has already positioned himself for the wallbang. Flash into Cave. First fight found. One out, no trade! Device can't hit it! But Yabi with that 1v1. NQZ holding with the AWP and hits the shot. Time sensitive. I think he might have just done it. I think Astralis' woes continue to stack up as NQZ pulls it off. That is a cheeky one. 2v3. Late retake. Astralis, they just can't seem to break through.
I feel like a part of them was thinking it was going to be a save, maybe hoping it was going to be a save. So this is it.
You were right, Chad. There is number 3. It's the same as that nuke for paiN. Burning through timeouts in your first half. Oh, he played it so cool.
Wow.
Yabi's got to check it. Got to try and have a look or post it on ya. Oh, boys. paiN, they have managed to resuscitate hope for securing a spot in stage 2 after a real bleak performance on your own map pick. It felt like the writing was on the wall. Felt like you were packing your suitcase at the end of Ancient, but with a CT haul like this, that conversation is being shifted. It's changing.
Yeah, I truly believe that if Astralis were able to get 4, that they could bring it back because they had those second half resurgences earlier in the day. So I've already seen it possible within the same day of play. Now the best they can muster is 3. Needs to be 2 consecutive before the halftime break. Again, the bomb goes down. Again, the loss bonus is in play.
Stair attempting some aggression, trying to mix it up, but Davideus doesn't have the bullets. Single one left in the mag as biguzera now pushing A main. They're just throwing caution to the wind, aren't they?
Oh, why not? Playing with house money right now.
I'm curious how active Yabi plays this. Looks like he is going to start trying to worm his way into a gap, and a gap he has found. NQZ just pulls off of the line. Oh, Yabi playing with fire on this one.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No. Oh no.
Line. I can't quite believe.
Ah!
Yabi. I mean, it's just a 50-50. Which side did he approach from? Walked straight into NQZ's scope. And their woes continue. Just like that, the headshot's found. Something from stavn. Molly's deep, but they're not playing scared. biguzera knows he's got the headshot, takes it with ease. The triple from the captain of paiN, and now we're getting further and further away from that 8-4.
And the change this time is the bomb doesn't go down. So Astralis, final round, first half, have to buy. This will be lacking the Galils and AKs. Or maybe the utility, because I see...
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that's agonizing, isn't it? I see 2 Galils, 2 AKs. Stair's gone Deagle with util. They're lacking quite a few nades for openers right now. And again, they're doing this 4-1. They haven't been able to make a dent with it yet, and Yabi's already into B.
Yep, okay. That's a charge off the lurk smoke. Straight up the guts. biguzera has a go and meets 2 of them. stavn bringing that bomb through cave side. DGT kicks up a fuss long. Not aware the device has slipped side. Aware the Davideus just pushed cave. Straight behind. Down for 2. Gets away with murder. Bomb is lost. Stairs flank smoked. Oh, Davideus then dips into the...
So active.
Brilliantly played. The idea, at least, Doesn't work out for him though, presents his backside. Now, NQZ playing a fade with the AWP. It's in his wheelhouse. And closes! He hits a no-scope! Straight to the first. Agonizing for Astralis as NQZ looks poised to pick up a clutch, to keep them down, to keep the misery flowing. 11 to 1/2. paiN this time for Astralis. The last two spots available in the second stage of IEM Cologne being battled for live right now. Tyloo 3D Max still locking horns. You can check that one out over on the secondary stream. For us, it's Astralis paiN, and just when we thought we knew what to expect, a 13-4 thrashing from Astralis on paiN's pick of Nuke. We then head over to Ancient. Chad's sitting there telling me paiN have never won it with this roster, and I'm sitting there going, well, okay, well, quick day in the office then. But paiN, they have other plans, and the odds have been cut in half by paiN's performance in that first half.
Even if Astralis win the pistol, it's tough to see them bringing this all the way back. It's such a mountain to climb right now. It's not impossible. It's just very, very unlikely. Head-on collision in cave. Bomb here.
Running into cave with those dual Berettas. It's usually a death sentence, and Device shows us a perfect tutorial. He's just doubled his kill total. It's a nice way to exemplify just how rough their CT, or rather T side, was. paiN Gaming. Nothing to report in their pistol.
There were some near misses of rounds for Astralis, right? There was NQZ who won the 1v2, taking us into the break. There was stavn who almost had an ace that was, I think, was a 1v3. But they were lacking opening kills. They were lacking multi-kills. This is Device's first, and he's the second player to get a multi-kill within the 13 rounds of play so far for the Danes. So, yeah, they really just have been lacking that oomph. And then the confidence that started to spill over from paiN late was huge. stavn's chance right now over towards A to mow them up on this full eco. Not even a deagle invested.
Had there been a deagle, I'd have felt a little more confident that paiN wouldn't all go down to this stavn M4. However, he's managed to keep them at range, keep them at arm's length, but they close that gap and run him down. biguzera, he'll profit. Gets himself that kill. And an attempt at another.
All right, well, the Famous turns into the M4. Hooksy was too far away with the MP7, so he'll have to retain that.
He's an MP7 enjoyer.
I suppose so. The MP9 nerve hitting hard right now.
We've seen some UMPs, we've seen some MP7s. Still no Novas. There's plenty of them in the chat.
But all right, paiN, you took the eco, now the guns are out. Let's see what your T-side opening gun round approach looks like. biguzera with some harass utility mid. Stead just misses the jump.
Good. Not quite.
Hooksy cave, Yabby long. And a big second net. Oh,
nade combined with stairs spam to result in an opening. Astralis, stronger start. Comfortable for stavn, just takes the head-on collision. Gets two before his trouble. Snow and Bigu go down. Oh, NQZ, they're coming for you, mate. He gets himself one, commits to the spray, and Stair finishes off the job.
Now, I've been talking about it, but let me give you the hard numbers. Today started for Astralis versus Furia, another Brazilian team with, well, let me go, another Brazilian core. Obviously, they have Molodoi and Yakinda in the ranks now. But in that series, Astralis did pick Nuke, and they started on the T side. They lost the first half 10-2. They ended up bringing it back and making it so competitive, it was a 13-11 scoreline, so making Fallen and the boys sweat. Dust 2 was the choice of Furia. That started 9-3. In favor of Furia, and then Astralis brought it back and made it a respectable scoreline of 13-9. My point being, it's possible to see them draw this back to another respectable scoreline, but maybe they just get pipped at the post again, and I just feel one round, it's not enough.
I mean, it really does just remove all margin for error into your second half, and you know, mistakes are natural.
Of course,
they're going to happen.
It's hard to play a perfect game of Counter-Strike.
Like 12 rounds where none of you make any mistakes. I just don't see
it. Get the plan right now.
For example, is getting you into B. Yeah, B doesn't want to overcommit, but they are getting into that B bomb site, and the Tech9s are finding some friction. Bomb plant successful. biguzera trying to elude the authorities, but he's gone down.
Oh, did well. So it was just a partial. Bomb goes down. Buy will come through. NQZ with 2.9 after the defuse, and lost bonus turns into 6.9. So he can AWP if he would like. The same to be said. Yeah, well, the same to be said for Device. So they can bring out the CT side AWP too. That could be dropped by stavn. He can get a rifle, but looks like they're going to keep it full rifle heavy, at least for the defense. So if you want to work the AWP, and NQZ at the start of the round is going to be traditionally throwing nades to facilitate his riflers for space. Oh, those nades have done some decent damage. They're chipped down early. It's going to be once a site opens up or you get some territory, that's when NQZ gets to play into things. So noisy flash in the main, step made by Snow, announcing that there is presence. Hooksy, not afraid to pipe up either. Some bullets through the boards. As here is the AWP now. So the round's settling into the minute and 15 mark as QZ off and on the top of that head quite quickly. They really want to fight middle. Device is still red. Here they come.
Yeah, flashes from Device. No one blind. Nothing to report. Double donut setup, though. This could really work out for you if you can kind of bait stavn in.
Already passed that biguzera, so a lot of gaps.
Device is responsible for the red cross. Bomb heading B.
That is essentially going to be a 2v4 on B, because until Stair gets over to pick up red, Device can't help. Stair's there now. Double cave. U2 light on for this for the CT Science defense.
Oh, okay. How does he play around the molly? He still has sight line, but now the flank is alive. biguzera reveals himself, removing Stair. They flood into the site, and Davideus makes light work of Hooksy. This site surely lost. Only Yabi can save Astralis, and he's given it a damn good go. Nade hurts, bullets combined. It puts him down, and stavn almost demanded a compulsory 1v3.
Gotta go for this.
You have to. Far from easy, though. Held by Snow. Davideus to swing if required. Here he comes, and there they go. paiN breakthrough, their first T round, but it puts them on 12. That's what an 11-1 first half will do.
Yeah, Stair not winning that fight against biguzera cost them dearly, and then Device not getting the trade when he did have the small opportunity to do so. So this is the opener. Wow, great adjustment there from biguzera. But Device then steps out, sees him hightailing it, and that's the chance. If you nip that in the bud, it's like, all right, well, now we can focus forward. Okay, well, Hooksy not understanding the scenario whatsoever. This map is away from them now.
Certainly is. Will they hold on any longer? Let's find out.
It's going to feel good to get your first Ancient win if you're paiN. You've have clear intent to make this part of your map pool, and it's something that you must feel is better than the alternative. And you don't want it just to be a weakness. It doesn't mean it has to be your biggest of strengths, but it has to be something that you can rely on in desperate times like this. Elimination on the line. And a wealth of experience based off of their run at the major. Sure, you can put their opponents under the microscope. But for them, every match still just as important. So rerouting completely, no information whatsoever for Astralis. Nobody forward on cave. No aggression down the B ramp. Nobody pressed up in middle, dealing with elbow. It's going to be stavn to have all 5 knocking on his door. Actually, biguzera through mid, so I'll make it 4 out of the 5. Oh, he's playing in to be baited by somebody, but there's nobody close enough to help. It'd just be Device in donut.
Okay, well, they do overlook him. He has the opportunity. Now he gets cleared out by Snow, but Device turns around. The refrag attempt from biguzera gets no-scoped off, and I think that bomb's going down regardless, but actually the bullets, Yabi denies. They've only got 15 seconds. Another molly on the corner, missed shot from Device, gets swung and makes good on it the second time.
Pinned in.
3 frags from Device, and they will extend play.
Ooh, tracking this one down. Take him after time. Take him after time.
1, and he's going to be booked. $1,300. NQZ loses the AWP and loses that loss bonus.
Okay, well, that is something to maybe propel you forward for some future rounds if you're Astralis. The problem is, because there's only 1 round needed for paiN, it's not about, you know, the perfect game. It's just the fact the loss bonus is maxed.
Here we go. We missed this one. Bang.
That was great.
Sarah didn't have that first bullet accuracy, and Device punished it.
So, yeah, you kill him after time and you deny the AWP, but they're going to get 3,400, 3,400. If they keep getting in, they plant the bomb. It's the 600 on top. So, yeah, for this round, it's going to suck for NQZ a little bit, but how long can that really go on? It's still a 6-round gap.
And they're going to have, like, the infinite money glitch.
Exactly. So, you know, there's a lot of problems with getting 11-1 in the first half on your map choice.
I'm starting to see it all, actually. Well, well, well. 6 attempts where your opponents simply need the 1.
No one said it was going to be easy.
This, well, most definitely for a spot in the with the big boy table.
biguzera being a kind in-game leader gives NQZ the AK. He's going to take a Mac 10 for his troubles.
All right. And it looks like he's got clear intent off the rip. biguzera out mid, running and gunning. stavn takes a heavy lick but falls away, wins his duel, and he's solely responsible for A as well. He's going to be hearing these smokes come through. Device and Stair need to react to this. Orp on the line, already across his Davideus, spots and confirms presence on A. Good damage from the smoke spam.
There we go.
There's one again from the Orpa. DGT cut down. Hooksy trying to deny on that plant. And again, Astralis react in time. Whoa! Davideus with the double, but there you go. Astralis survive another.
Yeah, you think at that point, maybe they just keep on running in and that just turns into a map. But no, okay. I don't need to say it anymore. Everybody knows there'll be max loss bonus until this game is done.
Yeah, you've already kind of set the scene.
This one here, important kill. They couldn't get established. That was through multiple smokes there, and this is where it felt like it could get a little bit crazy. But the trade eventually from stavn, who was the first responder to middle.
So Astralis are cognizant of the same thing you are, right? Like, they know there's always going to be a threat. There's always going to be nades and guns.
It might not be a full buy round, but it's still goddamn scary.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. All right, round 20. Have you got it in you, Astralis, to go further in an 11-1 comeback? Oh, you know, Hooksy's spam was right on the mark. Gets DGT on notice.
That was the Galil. Pushing down B.
Oh, lovely. Lovely cash. Rose Davideus trying to depart the B doors. Also, it kind of signifies there's more. He looked like he was moving to kind of throw nades or drop nades, and Device on high alert. Oh, can't quite hit the head. Just DGT and his balaclava poking out. Oh, that's smoke. It's a bit of an invitation to try and worm your way through it, but they're having absolutely none of it. Yabi contains, and I don't really see a way for the paiN boys with one smoke and a flash.
Maybe Stair dies for free.
Maybe Stair dies for free.
Oh, team flash there.
Hooksy's trying to support Stair from this active cave fight. Now the Galil's coming and he swings in. There you go.
Hooksy dying for free.
Yeah, just like that. He was so concerned about Stair, he's lost his own life.
Device is full committed cave.
And they have Tech 9s. And biguzera jiggle bait! Oh, biguzera takes him down. Bombs lost in front of Yabi from behind. DGT strikes, and there's just enough time if he picked up the bomb.
Oh no, he's run past it!
He's absolutely cooked it!
Oh no!
Oh, that's a very weird way for a round to end. He's just ran past the bomb. It was tight. It was tight, but I reckon if he'd had first timed it, he probably had just enough time.
Okay, well, now it's a 4-round game. Starting to sound awfully more manageable.
Yeah.
Second tactical timeout now for paiN. Starting to feel the pressure. Starting to heat up a little bit hot under the collar. That also almost got out of hand, excuse me, on a lighter investment there from paiN. Now they're fully strapped. NQZ gets the AWP, everybody with the AKs, the nades are there. And what's the finisher looking like?
There won't be a CT AWP as well to kind of rival the presence of NQZ.
The thing is, the Device has hit some shots. He's also missed a few shots.
Yeah,
I don't hate the fact that we're seeing him on the rifle right now. It does also make him a little bit more versatile.
Yeah, crazy round. Like, really, we've had some very unique flavors today.
Actually, yeah, if he did grab the bomb,
he did.
It was about 8 seconds, so then what? Let's say it was 2 up the ramp. It would have been damn close.
Yeah, you don't know. We used to be able to draw on the map to find out, actually. Bring that back.
Not the perfect elbow smoke, is it?
No, it's exploitable.
Ah.
QZ exploits! Break the smoke, punish Stair, and another one! Rinse and repeat. 2 Astralis members caught by the same trickery. That's one way to set up your AWPer, and it's worked to a T.
Oh, Jabby, is he going to be able to clear this pocket position? No, he's not. And this one, it was always going to happen, wasn't it? The ref throwing the towel, call this one done. Well, back through spawn, going to pick up the bomb, the space being taken, and out of position right now are the Danes, Device and Hooksy. The combination to keep him in it.
That should be the end of that. Davideus removing Device. And he couldn't be further away from the party. Hooksy had one incredible clutch on Nuke. This one asking way too much. paiN to force us to a third in this do-or-die affair.
Oh, this one is done, isn't it? It's going to be the first victory on Ancient for paiN. Hooksy tries, you might. You don't have the time. You don't have the chance. They'd have to have a Falcons level of a fumble right now to give this one away. Nade lands on the dome, but pack it up. Your Friday afternoon is going to be going all the way. Inferno up next as a performance that paiN can be proud of. Ancient is theirs. We feel like they have a claim to be with the top teams in the world. paiN at the major, a playoff team. Astralis, both events with Hooksy, grand final appearances. Now this is Cologne. This is where the big boys play. There's a lot of utility on this T-side pistol from paiN.
Yeah, what, 2 Kevlar vests?
3 smokes, a HE, a flash, and 2 mollies.
Decoy as well to clear close half wall. Ow!
He's not alone, at least.
Instantaneous headshot. They've got this double HE. I wonder if you... I mean, it has to be perfect. Like, it looks like Hooksy's lining up for, like, the pool nade if they cross. Trying to get answers is stare. Here comes the util, a barrage of it. Throws out a flashbang that catches biguzera, but he keeps parting anyway and finishes off the job. biguzera gets it done. Nade for the default spot.
You can throw it. It's not going to get the job done. If they had both, would have been the kill.
Yes, sir. Awkward retake now.
They got nades of their own. Smoke, flash, HE. There goes the smoke.
Here comes the flash and the HE. Flashing above. And oh my goodness, look at the elevations and different angles he has to fight simultaneously. It just doesn't look good, doesn't look favorable. Yabby, sure, you've opened up onto NQZ on the way in, but the time is gone. And now you're just going to try and punish them on the exit, but they spent all their money on the nades. Oof, nice little headshot, but Yabby brings in his Kevlar, and stavn does too. So 2 pairs, let me try again. 2 vests.
I call them pairs.
Yeah. You
It's like pairs of underwear.
Yeah, you're right.
And then they're just a one thing.
That's just a one thing. There's 2 holes in them, though, for 2 legs.
True.
I don't know.
Do you think that's why we call them a pair?
Would you say I have a pair of boxer shorts?
Yeah, a pair of underwear. At least I would.
Okay. This needs some further thought. A pair of pants. Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would. Thank you. Sorry, I had to get British with it. Excuse me, a pair of pants?
Well, the saved Kevlar sees Yabby into a Famous. 5-7s for the rest. Some good nades to work with. What's the timing of the release? Log smoke lands. Flash for Davideus. Well,
can't really explain that one.
No, just a miscommunicado.
Yeah.
As they say,
somewhere
in the world.
A miscommunicado.
This was already a difficult round against a force with pistols and smokes.
I still feel like Hooksy's not looking comfortable solo B.
They need a sweep and clear top mid when this smoke arch fades, which is 3, 2, 1. Oh, they've reblocked. Oh, okay. Well, unless Hooksy gets a kill, this round's over.
Yeah, it feels like it is, isn't it? They've realized, just in time, perhaps. Stare gets spotted. CT, maybe Hooksy. Now up on that first box, gets spotted, but hits his headshot. He gets his. Will stavn contribute? Not today. Not round 2. Still a 3v3 with that damage done. There's a good shot from Stare. NQZ fighting back. 15 seconds. That bomb is not planted. He
fading.
Smoke will fade. Exposes him. biguzera hits the headshot. Not an easy one, but walking around the corner. Yabby unprepared for the NQZ reposition, and 5 kills between the 2 of them. biguzera and NQZ weather the force buy of Astralis.
And there was some tense moments there, wasn't it? And some very sharp shooting. The flash to set up Stare, I believe it was, for the push to the smoke was great. And really well done here from Hooksy to get 1. Obviously doesn't want to drop back in the flames, has to keep fighting. It's stavn that you wanted to see a little bit more from. That smoke got blocked by Stare. I think the fact that Stare spams, they acknowledge CT, they see that it's not smoked, and yeah, just there, the late recognition that job was done. chip damage with HEs down middle. So NQZ and biguzera, the heroes of the previous, both walking a little bit funny right now. There's still a flash. And there was a smoke, which has been used to block top mid. So if it does feel like it forces paiN Gaming into a fast B play, they would be walking into the stack, but the fight is coming their way. A flash forward, stavn parks back. And should be all good in the hood now.
Yeah.
Tried to run. You gotta fight, boys.
Oh, he's done very well. Yavi finally puts him down. Hooksy even chipping in with that USP headshot, but Yavi's position noted, low HP, and the bomb running away from him with their knives out.
Okay, well, it's likely to be a 40-plus second save right now. The bomb, as soon as that gets planted, will confirm the time. And Yavi wants to carry this through the next because, unlike Donk's wishes, you cannot buy the AK on the CT side, and I think that if you could, it would completely ruin our game.
Yeah.
It's like literally the whole concept that it's built upon.
I did see that stat at the end of, was it Austin, where he was like, he got more kills with the AK on the CT side
Yeah,
than
right.
before.
Yeah, and it makes sense. The kid's an absolute monster.
Yeah, he is going to kill you, and he is going to take your gun.
Yeah,
He is.
it feels like for them, it's like, do we get to take the AWP or the AK? Yeah, let's get the AK, shall we?
yeah.
I know that the value...
You can buy AWPs on there. And it does look like Yabi is going to be saving this AK-47. Nice little boon to the Astralis defense.
Terrorists win.
All right, well, this momentum shift, even though there was the late resurgence from Astralis in the second half of Ancient, paiN are the ones who are coming into the third map off the back of the victory. Davideus has gone into a Mac 10 right now. He is at the front spawn. Is this telling of him wanting just to charge up Banana and try and take this space? There is only one individual lacking head armor, and that is Device with the AWP.
I'm curious. Davideus is encroaching up close and right next to him. A boost. The Mac 10 comes around the corner and he gets away with it. Oh no, reloading and running. He wants ya and he's got ya. Stair goes down, B-sides open. The Mac 10 brilliance from Davideus has already ended this round in just 20 seconds flat.
And it felt like they were winning the fight on A as well. Look on the left-hand side of your screen.
Yeah.
Device down to 19 points of health. You got to tuck tail and get the saves out of this.
Oh mate, that's a quick one.
Couldn't have gone better for that Mac 10 player, questioning its validity with so many sets of head armor in the mix, but regardless, makes it work to absolute perfection, gets himself an upgrade for the troubles, and now you could actually really turn the screws and look to remove some of these rifles if you wanted to. The bomb's planted, it's not even at the halfway gone mark just yet, but maybe, just maybe, biguzera worried about building their T-side economy within the early stages of Inferno.
What are the chances as well that that's the moment Astralis are opting to go for a quick half-wall boost? I mean, it just synchronizes perfectly with Davideus' aggression to end the round as quickly as that. And here comes the twist of the screws.
Oh my God.
Device loses his AWP. Oh dear. It should be safe. They're not committing for the fight. So, is stavn too scared to go? Yes, he is.
That's the thing. They could be on the balcony.
Yeah,
You
they
don't
could have
want
been right there.
That is tough. Yabi can drop him one. He's got 6.1 because of the saved AK. stavn can drop a rifle as well. And then Hooksy could operate with an SMG for the banana control. But also a little bit clumsy on the jump up there. They don't get it immediately. It gives him that extra second. And then he just keeps on pushing, knowing he has the support of his teammates' utility. And the nade, it just, that's one where you tut your tongue, you shake your head, and, oh, yeah, Raga, his expression says it all.
It really does. Okay, 110 damage dealt. Just straight up from the early paiN util.
No,
well,
it's 3B
responding
now.
behind. Yeah, okay.
You should explode into A.
And they are running straight towards stavn, and actually just going to unload that AK save for a reason. And the pace change punished. Okay, stavn and Yabi. Remind paiN who they're up against. That's Astralis' first. They break their silence with a slaughter. Running up mid into the two of them.
Yeah, Yabi's had some nice moments today. Had this really nice B hold earlier on against Fury in the day as well. So he's hitting a couple of bangers. And this is it. Because you get this second wave banana control, it forces biguzera into a decision. Do we just sit back and play out the round? It's going to be quite long, arduous, and we go through all the paces. Or we've identified where 3 of the 5 players are. Can we push through? Can we trade? No. We cop the multi-kills. So first round for the Danes. Onslaught utility lands, this time not finding anything bottom of banana. Might see paiN play out more of a standard approach this time. More flak damage. HE's lob top banana have found their targets. Ahead of the smoke, HooXi does confirm control. Nobody home towards Broom. Logs clear. Long smokes landing. 2 of which, so miscommunicado again for paiN.
Looks like Device is going to have the responsibility of B on his shoulders. So far, so good. Davideus down. AWP position noted. It frees up HooXi to join his boys on A. Not going to be easy for paiN. They're starting strong, though. Yabi gets forced away. HooXi is the same on the arch side. biguzera trying to break in. Does so onto stavn. HooXi has their cross, but he doesn't have their health. They're wrapping. Staring into so much scrutiny. Turns on a dime. Finds himself one. Make it 2 from Yabi. Chipping in. Finally put down by DGT in the pit, giving it a go, and he's got no way in. Bomb is down, white screen, 2 of them low. He'll find an attempt at the first. Couldn't quite get it found. 15 HP on Stair and just eluding him.
Yeah, it was weird at the arch side because HooXi and stavn both take contact. HooXi gets put low. He's like, I've seen enough. stavn's like, no, I'm still fighting. And at that point, it looked like it could have gone wrong. But after the device opener, there's not too many issues finding the closers. So here it is again. This is stavn in the open, and HooXi's in between 2 mines. I want to help, but I'm on too low HP. If we both die, that's miserable. And Yabi again, star of the show with the multi. There's an AK for Davideus. There's a Deagle for Snow. P250 for DGT, and Glocks for the other 2. Just going to check in with the 3D Max game while we might have a moment of respite. Close again on map number 2 of Ancient. I think we did 2 maps at the time it took them just to do Inferno.
Yeah. Well, that will happen when you have a stompy first map. It looks like Inferno, however, is going in a different direction. This one teed up for Astralis. Davideus, the hero gun, gets naded down. At the very start of the round. Still going to try and work. He's hoping the CTs investigate middle and he can start to pop off.
Our first 2 maps combined were 38 rounds. Their first map was 42.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Quick maths. Okay, perfectly avoids the sound cue, but still gets caught out by stavn going looking over the flame. Can be hard to spot over that extra plume.
I'm liking this repurposing of Yabi, right? We saw in the interview after day number 1, him taking over these anchor roles, and I think it's suiting the play. Stair, we've spoken about him quite a bit in his time within the Astralis roster. Had a little bit of an AZR, a brief stint in-game leading Sprout, got to play with Stair, and he said he had in-game leader-esque type communication, and for a map control player who is also mechanically quite gifted and also surges, gets the bloodlust, that's a nice combination to have. This is going to be the first tactical timeout called from Rix on map number 3, T side.
Yeah, and especially because that extra, element of a player's game is often hidden from us. You don't really know, what they contribute inside the comms. You can make assumptions. You can kind of, maybe you can read between the lines of the gameplay and the little glimpses you get on the webcams, but
there's a plug-in that I want my boy MC, who's on the 1s and 2s right now. We got Jakey doing the primary ops, we got MC doing the context. One day, MC will build the plug-in, and it will give us a look, Alex. I don't want to say anything else.
Okay.
But he will build it, and they will come.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yes. But
one day.
One day. I'm not talking rom-com. Pretty sure that's a rom-com, right?
Probably. I'm sure it's about Valentine's Day or Christmas or, some family holiday.
Diaz or something.
And then it's like an ensemble cast.
Rachel McAdams.
It's another 3B start. I like the paiN of taking the pace out of this. If they want to throw all this stifling crowd control utility early, let them. But it's also a second prong from Astralis. They're in the mouth of banana still. They haven't tussled forward. They're actually waiting for what is going to be a B pounce. So the U2 lands, now they throw their own. Try to boost over. Davideus can't get vision. Oh, and that is a big nade. Tickles biguzera, but tags up NQZ and Davideus.
biguzera's got to come up with the finish here. And that's a hard shot to hit for Device. Very tight on the line.
And also because, like I said before, he was changing between reses. He was going from stretch to 4x3 black bars. They move quicker.
Yep.
So if he's on stretch, you know, it's tough. Oh, people are going to have their minds blown when they hear that Nico's moved to 16x9.
Is he 16x9?
Yep, he moved in the break.
Sheesh. He went 16x10 for a while. Slowly being converted. 28 seconds and you are going to walk through a smoke. Your Moto smoke lands. You ask questions of stavn on short. And he's ready with the AK. Primed and ready. Unloads, controls the spray. AWP shot misses. And he switches out seamlessly. NQZ trying to forge a path. DGT and biguzera onto Yabi. They're trying to ask him to drop the sight. Bomb is lost. Can't he pick it up? DGT again. Cuts.
No chance.
In the bomb retrieval. 4-4. Device rounds the corner and removes DGT. Oh dear.
Okay, Device. Had an insult to injury there.
Oh, bomb lost in the haystack. It's like finding a bomb in a haystack, Chad.
I like the maneuver there from Yabi as well. He knows the short play 100%, gets that kill, then uses the toolbox as a shield. So stavn with the combination of these two on A, stavn and Yabi, it's been a wonder to watch.
Yeah, you're right.
I've really been enjoying it.
They've been putting in a very solid shift on A.
What is this, 5 straight now?
Yes, sir. biguzera.
Sorry, 4 straight. Excuse me, can't count.
Trying to stop it from being 5 straight. Very threatening smoke. You can see it's thwarted the early investigations up mid. You don't really know what's lying on the other side of that. I think Stair's going to stick around until the fade of the smoke, just to see if Device will need assistance.
I think in a round like this as well, where it could be a pocket strat, where it's like, we've seen from paiN before at the major, where they did the T-stairs like smoke that would go to city spawn and then the flashes, so an AWP could get run down quite badly in that situation.
And an in-game lead again, run down on long. Oh, nice. Very good work. Hooksy gets flashed up. It was a team flash, and Yabi sets him up for another. Clean handling of business. They don't let the fight come to them. Snow absent so far. I've just noticed he's James Bonding right now.
Yeah, and look, it's never too late to get activated, but we'd love to see him get going now. A lot of the action early, at least for paiN, was as they were trundling up Banana, and it was Davideus with that cheeky MAC-10 on the first rifle round that really got the blood flowing. Hooksy back in his aim there, that's what you want to see. Don't just want to give over the space, gets into the mix.
Yeah, I really like that they brought the fight to them there. Even that little fight into apps as well. You knew you had the advantage, you partner up. Calculated. Device pays a heavy price for his early look.
And there's a MAC-10 back in the mix again, but this time it's not fast. biguzera donning that for the interim. As the flashes now rally through Banana, and they will get the half-wall control. Close mid setup though, could mean a fast Banana flank if this is just into an execute. NQZ back to spawn to pick up some nades. Now he's heading back over to join the team. There's the long smoke, but the Porch players will maintain vision.
Oh, Device, especially with his low HP, I can't help but feel that this is not going to go well for him. Just in the open, flashed off, and somehow alive. Hooksy.
That's a smoke to come through.
Yeah, he's tempted to hold his line and goes down. Davideus does very well. That was tough.
Oh.
Forced to do some gymnastics. Device catches NQZ's nade. Spread is good, denies Stare anything more. Peeking into the angle though.
Liv, you've got the Banana flank coming, and they're all isolated on the site.
stavn and Yabi are on their way. They've been holding A strong, but can they retake B? Snow, can he hold? Could have been his first, and it's not. Denied by Yabi. Quick one back, NQZ, he's got the double. And Stare falls at the hands of DGT. That's paiN. The first response in a while. 5 consecutive from Astralis. paiN respond and tie it up 5-all.
And you were bang on with Device. It felt dicey. The last second, just before the hit came, it was like he was flirting with the idea of, okay, I want to get side so I can help out HooXi. But he was too late to the party, and the nades, that's the way he started the round with damage. That's the way it finished for him. Great double from NQZ. It's great to see him continuing this form.
Yeah, he seems like he's just rarely has an off day. Very, very rarely.
Mix up of aggression.
Yeah, they've used this smoke. They've kind of conditioned that they don't always play behind it. And now, stavn tucks in. Looking to ask questions, and oh, it's perfect. Snow just can't catch a break. 0-9. DGT claws back.
Great trade.
Yabi active in the apartments, able to trade it out. What would have been a 4-on-4 now, disadvantage for paiN. Flash half wall and go, but Stare with the smoke spam.
Right.
Has the audacity to go for another little burst as well.
And we can see just how boxed in they are. Look at this push from Yabi into the chicken pit, so the way back will be treacherous. You may as well try and explode in. Thinking about boost, you got the HE to break. And Device is on his way over now as well, so there'll be 3 players towards B in a moment's time.
This is the luxury you're afforded with Yabi locking the door. They know they're committed. HooXi waiting to throw that flash off of Device's first shot. Connecting onto Davideus. NQC, though, his rifling prowess continues. He's going to try and make this threatening. 30 seconds, giving it a look, having a go. Looking for HooXi on that fountain, and he actually does very well. 20 seconds left, and he's going to fake it out. He's playing for the round. He's playing for the win. NQZ continues to step it up. Now just the one. Yabi. He can't. Oh. He doesn't. Oh, it's excruciatingly close. 12. All Yabi had left, a single bullet extra, and he had it. Impeccably played.
Great attempt.
I mean, look at that round. Look at that minimap. The way in which those 2 players were boxed in, locked out. Resources were running thin, and he does that?
Yeah, the fact that he's able to get all these fights, Device picking in that situation, feels unnecessary, especially in the post-mortem of the round.
The extra 1v1, I'm just in awe of the way he played this, and look how close. Oh!
Yeah, there was a conversation for a while about, you know, who is the best Brazilian AWPer, and I know he just did that with the rifle, but I think NQZ has definitely taken that, at least title for the time being. Great attempt.
Oh, mate. That was incredible. And that was a round he didn't win, but fair play, nice try. Device, however, cuts his time short in the final round of this half.
Well, now Snow will need to get himself a kill if they'd be looking to tie things up 6-6. Not literally, just hopefully, for his sake. Nobody wants to go into the halftime break, looking at that scoreboard, hitting tab, and knowing that you are yet to find any impact in the kill department. Sure, he's flashing, he's doing his util, doing his job, but we all know it's about the kills at the end of the day. Being a little bit flippant there, but
0 enemies flash, 25 util damage.
Okay, well, forget about the flash sentiment.
Sorry about that. I don't know why I'm twisting the knife. That's not cool. Smoked half wall, and you've got a minute to work with.
It was looking like it wanted to be an apps pop, maybe as this smoke starts to fade, but nice reposition now from Yabi to get on the balcony. He's going to be stronger as long as Stare doesn't go down. Device being, it is really just going to be Yabi on the balcony.
Yeah, you're right. Yabi versus the world. paiN looking to surge out with a bouncy Mac-10 and
Biguzera can't even flash him from mid.
Down. If you had a HE, you could have chucked it in there. He does not elect to throw it in just yet. Oh, hold on. Bounces off of their head, slows them down and stavn. At least he's delivering, at least 2. Traded out, DGT into the site.
Okay, smoke for Moto replenish. The bomb, it can be planted. Are they going to go default? No, opting to get safe in towards the site. Biguzera low, but all coming in through arch side.
Biguzera, this low HP. Timing, impeccable, finds the isolated fight, removing Stare. DGT on Graveyard, ready for that kind of unorthodox angle for Hooksy's approach. You're not looking at him. You're not ready. 2v3. paiN resuscitate. Triple from DGT. Turn that one on its head. 6-6 dead even. Loser goes home. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're enjoying your evening. We're ready to conclude Astralis paiN. It's the final half of play. Astralis making light work of the first. Nuke was quick, 13-4, and Ancient. paiN picking up their very first win on the map to secure a third map of Inferno. This one, straight down the middle. NQZ has been putting in a very big shift for the boys of paiN throughout this series, nearly pulling off an incredible ace clutch. And now we get ourselves situated for the final half of play. Chatty B on the microphone.
This is what we deserve, right? We had blowouts on map 1 and 2. Well, that's not true. Map 2's scoreline didn't read as a blowout, even though it was a blowout.
Was an 11-1 first half.
Yeah, exactly. So the fact that this one is looking like it's going to go the distance and deliver, that's what everybody wants to watch at home for one of the final seats at the table.
Okay, stavn has had trouble finishing off that frag. biguzera, he's reporting a lot of bodies and a lot of pressure. He's got support though. Holding on, NQZ, Davideus, even DGT. Device, he arrives and Jabby's already done most of the work for him.
Need the bomb, that's going to be tough to retrieve. Smoke.
Tell you what,
something to work with.
Impactful Pistol from Snow, and he's back. Hasn't felt too much impact in that first, despite his team keeping him level.
Alex, they still don't have the bomb.
Yeah, I noticed that.
You got to go up to grab that, I believe.
Some parkour required, and it's just as he tries.
Oh, no!
What a shot! Device got... I thought he got caught out. Quite the opposite. Is it going to happen again? He's trying to jump up, and once again, a peak time, this time perfectly. DGT removes Yabi. Molotov retrieved, as well as the bomb. And it does facilitate a plant. I like this from Device, just confident. DGT running straight towards balcony. Device gets to hear that. Here is approach. Relocates. And tries to put him down. 15. One more bullet. One more bullet. DGT, he's got so many to use. He just needs to hit the one. A clutch for DGT and a pistol for paiN.
Okay, well, that is going to be both pistols.
Both pistols, yeah.
So the fact that you picked up both on the third and deciding map is going to give you such a great little kick in the right direction.
I mean, that was a really tough little problem to solve.
I understand the people at home won't be able to see this, but just for our sake,
yeah.
I understand this is Inferno, we're going to need a couple of extra nades. But because of the kill reward, you know, we're talking about 4.2k on multiple players, right? It's just, it feels so much comfier to have this type of a buy to deal with that type of a force.
I feel you.
And this is where the leveling of this economy change, I think, has really got its biggest boon in the early stages of the game.
Ample nades.
Ample rifle. Oh, they had three. They sold one back.
Yeah, they did. They actually prioritized it more.
Oh, okay. Well, I kind of take it back a bit then.
It's worked out for DGT's M4 anyway. Oh, what a crazy dink onto Davideus. Pure pre-fire.
Show me an accident without showing me an accident.
Okay, Moto smoked. I assume this is going to be a cut and dry A commitment here. DGT, nice headshot. Combines into the second to remove Yabi. 3 on 5. I mean, sure, you've had some damage. You know, you dinked Davideus, but rest is unconfirmed.
Unless they push, your way of buying back into this round feels done.
Oh, NQZ elects to commit, and he has lost out.
Good damage, though.
Yeah, significant damage to both Device and stavn.
Does draw the attention. Davide is low on sight.
Yeah, DGT just has to get at something. Otherwise, the A site falls. Davideus, that low HP, he still gets output. No one's looking at DGT. Look at him go. Quad kill from DGT, alive and kicking.
Having a great map, isn't he? 14 and 7 right now. Making up for the shortcomings of some of his teammates, namely Snow, still having that tough time. But he did get that final kill on the final round. So first kill on the final round, which did help them secure the 6-6 half. And now they're in a 2-round lead. Should become 3 because Astralis without the plant, the loss bonus there, it is going to be one of these lighter upgrade pistol rounds. So Device has some flashes, might just pipe these middle and they'll launch up.
Yeah, it's going swimmingly for the initial excursion. Everyone mowed down by Yabi. How? A 180-degree spin.
M4 and a plant. No armor, sure, but why not? Put that away, son.
Yeah, it felt good. Felt great! He sticks around for another, and now it's Snow. Has he got it in him? He can't be serious! Yabi with phenomenal Desert Eagle techers. He's even surprised. He's even impressed. We need to see that one again.
Ah, can't quite believe this.
What? Whoa! Wow! Doesn't reload a 1 magazine deagle. Okay. Holy shit, indeed. That's so... so what the actual...
Okay, game on. Yeah. Baffling.
And QZ.
Can we have a round?
Yeah,
Can we have a tech timeout or something?
Casters should get a timeout. He should get one. Holy! Okay, everyone. Yabi is in the smoke on.
That is what MC highlighted for everybody playing at home.
Yes. Yes, he is.
So his dastardly lurk might get a kill onto the AWPer right now in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, awkward. Very awkward, especially if Davideus doesn't clear him.
Well...
Oh, he won't... Okay, yes. Go on. Explain.
He is now the sleeper agent, the unknown factor.
Indeed. Hooksy! Caught off guard and a double! Oh, the lurk useless if he gets overlooked, and Davideus does so much with that. Proactivity on display.
Do it again, Yabi.
As he got another one in him.
Bringing back out the deagle.
As he got another one in him. 20 seconds as well. Clock runs thin. Snow tugs cold. DGT spotted on the library. 15 seconds left. Still clearing his corners. And it's Snow to close.
Okay, well, they've reset. They got shaken by that Deagle round, sure, but they're not showing any signs of it. So the fact that they're able to get straight back into things with a broken and battered looking buy is a very positive sign. So the gap remains at 2. Davideus saying there's layers to this.
I really appreciate like the fact that we got like the visualization of his decision making. He kind of goes, "Oh, I know where Yabi is, but wait, what's the reaction to the lurker getting a kill? It's running towards that bomb site with your knives out, and he punishes."
This is crazy though that they've invested with the AWP instead of going an AK. So you're really putting your eggs in this device basket right now to either be able to hold down some lines or find you an opening kill.
Wow, yeah.
The rest of them are into pistols, so it does give you the execute potential as well, but that means you can't just be blocked off through smoke, so there needs to be a middle ground found between these weapons because the synergy is a little bit different.
And your AWP has done nothing. Peeking into his rival. Yabi trying to work through the smoke, and he actually hits it on the smoke break, not expecting another one, goes knife out straight away. NQZ on B, Yabi working on this flank, and he's going to peek into the AWPer here. NQZ on the line. Yabi looking like he's got the hottest of hands, but the AWP will best him.
He's reading the game very well.
His crosshair seems like it's always in a very well-educated place. Down with that recovered device, AWP puts at least one down, and the bomb to be following.
Well, the smoke here, this is going to allow them to set up backside. I'm not sure about that. I understand that it wants them to get across the line too. You got a player coming up banana. This is a very important round for Astralis. Can they pull this off?
Stare, and it's down. Not the most impact yet from Stare, but a round like this, it's worth its weight in gold. Stare spotted the tip of the barrel. Headshot on the first, and there's down as well, follows up. He knows where they both are. Congregate, but no utility to force them into the fight. He knows and accepts defeat. He knows this is Astralis' round, and it's turned on its head despite NQZ's impact. I can't believe Yabi actually manages to find a way to influence the round.
Insane.
Lurking A with a deagle.
Insane. It gets information on what the setup looks like. It helps inform them on the way in right there. The AWP gets picked up from Device, who couldn't find success with it. But right now, Yabi and stavn are just delivering in buckets and spades. 19 for Yabi, 17 for stavn, a nice shot for Stare. And that round loss right there would have been double-digit for paiN. It would have put Astralis in a position where they likely have the conversation about a save before the loss bonus comes in to guarantee a rifle round. So potentially 11. Oh, so the clear comes through and he grabs that.
That was in slow-mo.
Nasty.
It couldn't have worked out better for the two of them either, could it? Like, Stare gets the first, stavn's posted on the attempted trade. Timeout call from Rugger.
So both are teetering right now. Because of this loss bonus factor, if Astralis lose this, it's only 1,400. If paiN Gaming lose this, it's only 1,900. Now, this extra 30 seconds worth of discussion is going to allow paiN to work out what type of a move that they're looking for. There's the M4 in the mix. So they're going to get the most out of this. How much can DGT deliver? There's a pistol upgrade for Davideus.
Unfortunately, Yabi has got a Galil and not Desert Eagle.
Ah, that's a shame.
Yeah.
So this should be Astralis being able to tie things up 9-9, but you want to make it as costly as possible.
Good place to do that is these apartments fights on that default spread. Davideus goes looking, and actually stavn set him up for success. Gives away a rifle, gives away an opening kill. What is this stack? What is this totem pole of CTs? What on earth am I seeing? Snow's got full vision.
They get hard cleared. How diligent is Stare? Device can take sightlines. Stare can clear this.
Clear, he shall. That's an efficient handling. Well done. You said they had to try and find kills. Well, bar the first.
It's a nice AK to save as well. So this down the stretch, the finances might become very, very important for paiN. No, they will become very important for paiN for both teams, but we will tie things up. So continue to keep things quite level. So that 1900 coming into the next, there won't be any real issues with the buy, but actually starting to have a look for a hunt. Worst case, you give away another AK, and DGT gets an upgrade into that as well.
Yeah, I'll be freed up to do so. DGT just transitioned to that mini pit, so he is going to have the angle on the Abbey. Ooh.
See the barrel?
He's got a very good idea.
I think he just caught the barrel, didn't he?
Oh, he's got him booked. Oh, miss. Narrow miss. Davideus' barrel poking out. DGT able to confirm the approach. 9-9. Astralis take that one comfortably.
Okay, so now, as the buys filter through, NQZ will opt for the A1S.
Couldn't have been better from Stare on that boost. Damage averted.
Going to be a 3-man B start from paiN. Now, is this an all-in shove to try and get the banana control? What type of layers are there to it? Astralis have just thrown out the top mid lurk smoke. That's going to ask questions of this defensive NQZ as well as Davideus. Now, Snow, one of the B defenders, is having a tough map. Still only 2 kills to his name. Do they want to try and pressure him?
Oh, biguzera wants to go fighting. It's the AK that prevails. Just that extra dink from the M4, not enough.
I wonder if Snow's smoke there landing on top of the incendiary / molly, if it's caused a bit of a gap. Looks good. NQZ, yeah, there you go. So it's completely covered. And they've rotated a second man over. So right now, having the defense strung out. A large advantage for Astralis. I don't know if brackets control right now, and that appears to be what they're working on next.
Yeah, Device is going to throw the library smoke as well.
They're just going to play 2-2. Snow, you have to deliver something right now, mate.
Yeah, it looks like Hooksy's lining up the flashes as we go.
Snow's got the nades. Can extinguish. But there's no molly.
Yeah, no molly on that new box, so this boost will get to work. It's Wonders, lovely stuff. They know exactly where you are. He's staying so nimble on it. Slips off now. Tucks in, baiting in. Yabi to clear. Should have him. Hooksy finds it. Yabi and Hooksy open up the B site, and DGT's not saving immediately.
Oh, hold up, he does have a nade. 2 players are low.
Okay, Smoke arrives, he announces his presence, and it's all about the nade placement. He throws it towards the only man that can take that. Yabi survives. Softened up as well.
Are they giving this a go?
It looks like they are. Kit on Davideus. Time half gone on that bomb. There goes the HE. Doesn't find Stare. And his AWP will remove Davideus. DGT, I respect the attempt, but you are going to end up, I was going to say, losing everything. DGT manages to get himself out of dodge with the frag onto Hooksy.
I don't know if I do respect the attempt, because if Davideus and DGT had both saved,
Yeah.
Davideus could have dropped a rifle and DGT could have dropped one as well.
You'd have had 4
You would have had 4 rifles, yeah, and then maybe somebody with an SMG or a 5.7. So
I think that going for that was a mistake, personally.
DGT bought in and then just sold back.
Yeah. And Coach Rix is immediately going, hey lads, I understand it's a close game.
It's too late to put that genie back in the bottle.
Yeah. No, that's not happening.
It's not too late to still claw back into this. They are getting the buyout. Okay, so M4's being juggled. NQZ's got one. biguzera has one. DGT can buy. So they still get 4. Oh, okay. No, do they? The guns just keep swapping hands. They do get 3 and 2 MP9s.
They've done all right, you know. I mean, I understand why that took time to juggle and work it all out, but here we go. 10-9. Third map. Loser goes home. Winner secures themselves a spot in stage 2. The top 16 of IEM Cologne to be locked in by the conclusion of the day.
It's damn tight over there between 3D Max and... Oh!
That's a death. A nasty opening death, and Snow nearly got added up to the naughty list as well. Gets away with it there. Just a scrap of health for Snow. biguzera going down, trying to influence the opening engagements. Completely vacating B.
Because you have to take the gamble in this situation.
You have to.
I think if you lose this round and you didn't save, 2900 into the next.
Yeah, it's just
but they're not actually committing. You have to send a probe into B. You can't just do a blind fake. You're not getting any resistance. Nobody's smoking.
They're faking B and they're going to finish A into the stag. Oh, this is good for paiN. This is fantastic for paiN. Don't want to lose that bomb. stavn nearly did. DGT swings out. Abs active. Yabi good. Oh, nearly the double. stavn, how has he gotten away with 2 on that low HP?
And then no Snow's B because he dropped a smoke to block HooXi. So the info is there. At best, he could have already rotated through and been over towards like library, but at that point, this is insane.
stavn and Yabi are doing everything for Astralis. If Astralis do convert Inferno, they have stavn and Yabi to thank.
Yeah, they have been phenomenal. They were having a bit of a tougher time early things today when they did lose to Furia, but right now they are on fighting form. We've had some monstrous moments out of the Astralis boys. The HooXi 1v4 on Nuke and Yabi with that deagle.
Yeah, still kind of replaying that one.
You add that one to the highlight reel. And Snow, still with only 2 kills, would love to turn this into an AK and a third, but I don't think HooXi will give him that chance.
There they are. The pair of them fragging up a storm.
It feels to me, Alex, if you're paiN right now, you have to take a partial, which essentially means you are giving Astralis their best chance yet to get up to 12.
12 HP on stavn. Dinked up, and he still manages to find that trade. That was a crucial trade onto Davideus that wins them the round.
Interestingly enough, this is actually a tactical timeout called by Rugger. So knowing what they're on the cusp of, this is Astralis. This is their return tour. They went missing for a couple of years, but now with HooXi back in the ranks, we're seeing the form that you'd expect of such a legendary organization in the Counter-Strike realms. Same for NIP. They've already locked themselves in for stage 2. They have their opening game against Aurora, I believe, which has xFlout standing in for Zentares. This is where we separate the men from the boys. Partial buy. Decent amount to work with. Somebody steps up with a crazy multi on a 5-7 or an MP9. You can snatch this away. Likely that's why Rugger wanted those 30 seconds. Boys, let's make sure the plan is perfect. Let's not overstep the mark. Let's not run into any silly traps. These are hard rounds to win. Top and on a smoke will start to fade in a moment.
There's that second wave, and Stair takes the brunt of the damage.
Great response, though. It felt like they were lying in wait for exactly that. CTU2 comes in. They drop a smoke to play around. They molly top. Now they get the banana control. They need to first get the waypoint at half wall, then take sandbag, which we can see is free. Double molly securing that.
Ultimate smoke from paiN.
DGT floats away. Another block. Are they going to go through this? 30 seconds. They're very committed. They are. They have to go in.
Flash and go. biguzera eats it. Both of them blind. Stair gets across. Yabi will open up the site. And they find them both without a single casualty. Hope dies last. But paiN's hopes are starting to dwindle.
Best thing you can hope for right now, an AK upgrade. That's if Astralis want to continue searching. They don't have to. You know that right now it was just the force buy, sorry, the partial buy when you dealt with biguzera and Snow. Oh, well, don't worry about it. You'll make sure you remove everything. And we'll be buying into the next. You know that's coming. Right now, this one is just for your stat line, and Device pivots into another.
Oh, they just can't catch a break.
Step on in. Come on. The water's warm. Device will take you as well. Gets himself up to 10 kills.
paiN got both pistols, right?
That's true.
This is Astralis winning the third map. Well, close to winning the third map. Let me not count my chickens before they hatch. But 5 consecutive now, 6 in total, but with no pistols to boast. It's such an important third and final map of the series. This is an incredible haul for Astralis. Their individuals, stavn and Yabi, 42 frags combined.
I wouldn't blame them if they just go for another B execute.
Yeah, it's been feeling pretty comfortable, and look at the freedoms. Stare has done all of that, I was about to say, without making a sound cue. Spread of the flame late. Oh, swings wide, and the AWPer forced off the line. Stare has already given them so much, and it's cost him nothing.
I think as well, a bit of it is like punishing Snow. Like really just...
Yeah, you're right.
Understanding that he is having a off game right now.
NQZ has come over to help, DGT even considering it as well.
And your rotations exactly are going to be more skittish because of it feeling like a hemorrhage point. So this is where you could get exploited.
Yabi, he is starting to maneuver into his lurky den.
Yeah, regular haunch.
He's made his nest, and that smoke won't last forever. But a second one takes its place immediately.
Hooksy's selling the B fake right now. Molly towards Newbox, flashes sight, smoke CT. They don't bite. They don't buy it.
At all. And then QZ's AWP about to pick this one, walking in. And now you walk into the stack, Astralis. You got 20 seconds. You know there's going to be bodies here. They've even got nades left, some spares. Dumping it now. They've got 15 seconds to try and break into the stacked site. 3 CTs lie in wait, and they lay waste to the Astralis assault. Perfect hold from paiN Gaming.
Okay, well, I really think just go B and execute. Just get it done. If you're going to get banana control like that, just get in there with the execute and give it a go. We'll see if NQZ starts over towards B yet again. Third tactical timeout now used by Astralis, so this one is going deep. When it's gotten an awful lot quieter in here, results are in from the 3D Max Tyloo game. I'll let you go and explore that on your own. But we are nearing the conclusion of stage 1. Just a handful of rounds, maybe just one. 5 kills is all Astralis require.
Let's see if DGT and NQZ can keep paiN in it. Nade from Snow. Well timed. A little bit extra damage onto Hooksy. Looks like you're right about the finish though, Chad. They are coming towards this Snow site. It's NQZ though. They'll have to get past as well. A well-placed flashbang. Or a wide swing.
Such a passive stance on A.
Oh, they confirm his presence. Bait the shot, and here comes the acceleration. NQZ rerouting.
Come on, Snow.
Snow, back of Nubox, Stare trying to clear him out. He does deliver. His team need him. His sight is under scrutiny. More required from Snow. Relocates, uses that smoke, plays around it. Can't finish his meal. NQZ will help him out. Does some of the chewing, but Yabi and Hoopsy, they're coming in hot. Bomb is down. It's a 2-on-2, and that DGT run should be able to disrupt the bomb retrieval. Hoopsy's not looking. Perfect from DGT. paiN should have it. There's only 20 seconds, and Yabi hasn't even arrived at the site yet. It is Yabi, though. Time seems to slow down when this guy's in that flow state. 14 seconds as he swings on round. Spots out DGT, goes in. biguzera will close, and it does come down to the final round of regulation.
Okay, Snow put up the resistance, he delayed, the smoke started to fade, there was the trade available. Sure, it was only one kill, but it was an important kill that he was just able to pick up. At the end of the day, you're looking for the number at the top of the scoreboard, not the one on the scoreboard. They just need to take this to overtime, and then all bets are off. Astralis bringing 3 AKs, 2 Tech 9s, the util's there. They got the banana control, they took some nade damage, but they couldn't stick the landing.
Okay, it's not ideal for Astralis in this final round of reg.
You just give it a go again. The AWP of NQZ, floating between both sides, does head on over and help out biguzera and Snow for now.
Just intent behind this. They flash themselves up, lots of audible footsteps. You can see DGT and Davideus feeling a lot of pressure, calling a massive rotate.
Yeah, that's the fact that 2 players have evacuated the site completely. It's all going to come down to the timing, right? They're worried about Arch side because they played heavy towards short and apps. So right now the gap and the thing that paiN are worried about is there a slip through long? They're identifying it now, but how quick does the execute come? They've seen the smoke dropped. This should be your invitation if you're Astralis. You have to know that's defensive. biguzera rotating, flashing a smoke of his own.
He's gotten there just in time to lend a hand, and yet still will be a 4v2 if Astralis were to commit right now. Yabi's actually playing. He plays first. He's looking for answers. He's looking for numbers. Oh, he's hanging on by a thread here. Swings on in. Does do damage to Davideus, and here comes the commit. Snow tucked on dark. Hiding out, safe and sound. Here comes the swing. They know where he is. He's gone down empty-handed. biguzera spamming smokes to find the belated trade. A safe plant behind the pillar on the fountain. It's a 4-on-3. They have the numbers, but will they find that 12th? TGT very late. Ruin-centric, look at this, okay, it's all about the spray, it's all about how this goes down. How's NQZ supposed to trade with an AWP? biguzera gonna round the corner first. Device finds it comfortably. NQZ misses his shot, they'll have him. It looks like a certainty. That bomb is ticking. Frags required, Device hits another, and it's all down to this. A 1v1 with no time, and no head for DGT, no pistols, no problem. Astralis pick up stage 2 and send paiN home.
Oh, the smile on the face, that tells the story. Landslide on their opponent's map pick to kick things off. Ancient an 11-1 first half. paiN picking up their first win on that map with this roster, and Inferno delivering as Inferno.